everybody, and welcome for the last time to Awfully Silly. My name is Conception. I'm the host of the show again for one final episode. That's right. Tonight's episode is the grand finale of the run of Awfully Silly. I think we're something in the 80-ish episode mark across the 4 years I've been doing this show. I've loved every second of it. It's been an absolute blessing to be able to do this show for as long as I have, and I am excited for tonight's program because if you are a longtime Awfully Silly head, you may know that I have never once repeated a game on the show in its 4-year run. We've never had the same game twice across 4 years. That is because I wanted to partially highlight that there is no shortage of awful or silly games in the zeitgeist of video games, and I wanted everyone to enjoy the plethora of what there is to offer. However, we are going to switch it up tonight for one last episode in which the fans, the people who used that exclamation point silly finale command all those weeks, voted on what some of their favorite runs were from the entirety of Awfully Silly's tenure. And we have 3 games that were of the highest voted games that we'll be featuring tonight. And I thank you for everyone who participated in that. Before we jump in, want to remind everyone that we got a couple events coming up. First, coming up later this week, we have PAX West. Games Done Quick is going to be at PAX West. That's August 29th through September 1st. Visit gdq.gg/PAX West to get the schedule. And you can also visit west.paxsite.com to learn more about the event. Hopefully, we should be seeing some people on the Pacific Northwest up there and seeing some excellent speedruns too. And if that's not enough for you, we also have TwitchCon coming up. That's right, GDQX or Games Done Quick Express is returning to TwitchCon San Diego, and that's going to be October 17th through the 19th. You can learn more at twitchcon.com about the event as a whole, and stay tuned for the schedule coming up next month, or maybe we'll see. It's coming up pretty soon. You'll see it here soon. I've been one of the people to help work on it. I'm very excited for what we have planned. So, and if you're going to be at TwitchCon, I will see you there because I will also be there. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get ready to jump right in to our first of our top 3 voted on runs over the course of Awfully Silly's tenure. And this is definitely up there for me as well. I was very happy to see that other people were just as enthusiastic about this run as I was when we had it on. In fact, we had it scheduled for one episode, and then due to some technical issues and stuff like that, we had to reschedule it for another episode, which I was very happy to do because I really wanted this game to be featured on the show because it is just a goofy delight of a game. And this one is Battle Construction Vehicles, or BCV for short, and it's going to be run by Yorkie. So Yorkie, once again, show us how construction vehicles battle.
Hello. So I'm gonna quickly show you this screen. We're gonna jump straight out and we're gonna get the first cutscene underway. Yeah, this is BCV, a PAL and Japanese exclusive game, which makes it all the more weirder for everyone. But we're gonna go back out. You'll notice we're here in the key config screen. This is a game that features one of the interesting features of the PS2 in having pressure sensitive buttons and actually being able to read them. So what we're actually going to do is we're not going to do anything for a minute or two, but the pressure-sensitive buttons basically give you 2 attacks. There's a heavy attack and a light attack on the same button, and it's just a bit easier to pull it off with the shoulder buttons. So we remap the buttons to make it a bit easier for us. We also play on easy because we're professionals and we don't care about playing on hard. But you can actually start the timer as soon as the cutscene crops over here for the intro. So once it starts, so here you go. You can start the timer now. We're going to go through the very, very sort of like the attract mode of the game. So this is the cutscene you'd see on starting up the game. And you'll know why it's brilliant in a second.
No one can match my control. Look here! Who do you think I am? Hayato Congo.
Can't beat me, youngster. Age will always prevail. Kazukio Danore.
So we're just getting introduced to all the characters here.
At all times. Heavy machinery should always move with grace.
This is how physics work, by the way. A completely legitimate way of playing the game.
Only room for one heroine here. Underestimate me and you'll feel it. Kyoko Tachibana.
Oh, yeah! Crush you! Ha ha ha! Adashi Raita!
Beth Gouda is one of my favorite names.
Out of the way. Move. Move or I'm smashing through. Okay, everyone here? Then let's get to work.
Okay.
So yeah, welcome to BCV, and yes, it is forklift certified. We don't see every character there, but we're going to go straight into the story. And as a normal game, we get straight away a brilliant cutscene. So I don't have to do anything. This is perfect speedrun. Our guy's being chased.
Yeah.
I wonder what by.
The sun. Kidding.
Ah, yes.
You're tough, Gramps.
Listen to me. You must succeed your father. I beg you, young master.
Shut it, Gramps. I left because I didn't want to do just that. So he's dead. Still no reason to change my mind. Whoa, watch it. Easy there, Gramps, okay?
Look, young master. Since the boss died, the Congos have dispersed. All the factories round here have been taken by Shirabe, and we have nothing left.
Is that so? It still has nothing to do with me.
You're wrong, young master. You are the only son of the construction tiger Danjuro Congo.
I love this very aesthetic pose and shading of our character.
Will you just let it slumber your entire life? Master Hayato!
So yeah, this is Hayato. We're kind of in need of a bit of training. Also, Mel Gibson. That's our father. Like, it is unreal. Oh, I've mapped the wrong button. Bear with me 2 seconds. So what we have to do, we don't care about any of these other options here. We don't care. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to have to take over our father's work. And the way we're going to get brought into this, beyond being chased by a crane, a construction site, is of course in a construction vehicle battle. We're here on the left here, and our good friend is in the crane that he's just chasing us in. But you'll notice, he's a bit stupid. This is why we play on easy. So we can basically take him out. But we also have what you've already noticed. We have British voice acting in this game. We don't know who the British voice actors are, I'm afraid. It's never mentioned in the game, in the booklet, or by Midas anywhere. Midas Interactive being the ones that ported the game from ArtDink in Japan. I presume it's staff members. I've had people mention to me that one or two people sound very familiar from more recent games, so they may still be in work. Who knows? I've tried reaching out to Midas to find out, but they're kind of defunct as a company now. But you'll notice that we've got like a little percentage bit at the bottom. We just need to get them to 100. They've got a little fold over sign. Once it's folded over, they're dead. And obviously, this is how physics work in a bulldozer.
I love doing wheelies with my bulldozer.
Yeah. Just it's got a button. You just don't notice it.
Hopping the treads.
But we've kind of like unlocked. Yeah, here we go. So the blood is still boiling in his veins. He's become the head of the Congo crew. So now we're kind of back in business. So we need to build up our crew. So we're going to start on the typical anime journey now of going around and basically building up a bigger crew of people to get jobs and take over, work around around Japan. So Denora here has an idea. He knows someone called the Machine Prince, and he you'll see. Very symbolic, this game.
Yes, it is. Very on the nose.
I'm as light as a feather today. Good workout.
Yeah, so that is the Machine Prince. I don't know what to say, but we need him in our crew. Obviously, he's voiced character. That means he's important. So we're going to do it the only way we know how now, which is to challenge him to a construction vehicle battle. And now we're going to be driving the crane, the one that we just destroyed a second ago. And he's in his little digger. So what we're going to try and do is try and have this nice long swinging attack every time. So we can basically hit him without him getting near. He's hopefully going to get stuck, which he already has. And we're doing quite well here. So one thing I'll mention as well is we've got kind of like a little tension gauge at the bottom of the rope. This game being an arena battler from the PS2 era, they have special moves, which are triggered by that tension gauge breaking. I will try and show them as best I can, but they're pretty uncommon because you can already see that he's not doing well in in this fight. Oh, he hit us. Oh no. But that is fine. We can sit over here and basically reach him from halfway across the map without a worry. So we won. And we do our little swings, I guess. It seems a very roundabout way of getting people to join us by destroying their machinery, but Matsubayama joins, unfortunately contracted to by the rules of anime. He's got to join us after we defeated him. We don't want to save. So now Matsubayama's part of our crew. And we need more members. So we're going to see Beth, everyone's favorite. Beth Gouda, everyone's favorite character. So we get a letter here from Beth saying that they've quit their job and that you're back in business and we want to come join you. And obviously, we're a bit confused. It's like, who's this Beth chick? It's like, okay. And there you go. This is Beth. So say hello to Beth, everyone. He's he drives a bulldozer, and he's the only person we don't need to fight because he loves our company so much, and he knows our father. Beth just joins us straight away.
Beth Gouda, I was not familiar with your game.
So we now need to get jobs. We've got a bit of a crew. So we're going to go out and do our little sort of go around, find some business. And this is Shirabe in the green. They're the opposing team, as it were. So we're just going to rock up on them.
A fair bidding process. Don't make me laugh. You there. Is this what you mean by fair? Huh? Huh?
Ah. So apparently the person in charge of giving out the contracts has been bribed. I don't know where we got the pictures from, but beside the point, we've turned up, we've rocked up, and we're just going to challenge Shirabe to win this contract.
BCB.
The only way we know how. through another construction battle. So you'll notice here that we're doing quite well in terms of attacks, actually, in terms of getting the more powerful attacks. So anything that has like a swing, we're getting hit quite a bit here though. Stop being so aggressive.
Yeah.
But the normal attacks are a bit less. So this is a normal attack. So you can see that we don't sort of swing out in a nice way to do more damage. So the changing of the mapping of the buttons is very nice. Admittedly, I only found out about it by finding an FAQ page on ArtDink's website for this game, which still exists in 2025, where the developers had answered questions from people, and one of the questions was how to do the more powerful attack more consistently. And the developer said, try remapping the buttons, and it didn't even occur to me that that was a thing, because barely any PS2 games utilize such a feature on the PS2's control pad. But we win. We get the bid accepted. We beat our... We're doing good, basically. We're winning. So we get the job. Aya is very unhappy. This is Narita. He's in charge of finances. And you notice our little guy in the back there, he's looking a bit pleased with himself. Maybe a bit shady there, but we got some work. And we don't want to save. So this game in Japan had some quite amazing voice talent.
No bees or butterflies today. Something up with Matsuyama?
But we get the British.
Now you mention it, he did actually say something about feeling ill this morning.
Huh. That's because we don't pay him well enough. I reckon he must have been forced to eat spoiled food. You know what your biggest problem is? It's an overactive imagination. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey then!
Who's driving
that? Who are you? Get out of my machine!
What a heap of junk. The controls on this thing suck.
So this is Kyoko. She's kind of just turned up. She wants to join us. So, of course, we need to teach her the ways of construction vehicle battling. And it's the only way we know how. Now, she is going to be in one of the most annoying vehicles in the game. When you're forklift certified, you truly are a menace because you have quite a lot of movement and you have those forks at the front that block our attacks. They shouldn't do, but you can sort of see that eventually you'll see that we don't always hit when she sort of gets her forks in the way. We're doing okay though now. Admittedly, I'm going to say it. This has not happened before.
Yay!
She's normally a bit more of a menace than this. But we might actually... This is normally the first battle in a run where we get to see one of the specials, because I normally... So there we go. That was a whiff. Because we do these little taps, and here you go.
Wind wipe out. Listen up.
She just makes us explode. So we're going to do the same here. She's going to make our tension gauge snap, and we're going to turn her into a cube.
Iron supplement.
Classic. I love these.
And we're going to win off the back of that. We're just going to rub it in her face, by doing little wheelies next to her.
This game is a treasure.
Another meeting with Congo.
This game is peak silliness. I love it so much. It has a lot of, like, in Japan, it has a lot more... Well, it's a lot less silly because of the voice actors they chose and the fact that they got like such an amazing sort of manga artist to do the art for the game. But over here we had Maida support it, and they didn't change anything. They just added British voice acting. Now, another thing as well, in the Japanese version, Oh, we get to meet a new party member here. It's not necessarily a cutscene, but kind of counts. So this is Adachi, but they got the artist of a series called Salaryman Kintaro to do the art for the game, which is why it might look a bit familiar to some people. But Adachi here, he's going around basically doing what we're doing, except he's doing it for himself. He's going around challenging all the other companies to win their gear. So we're gonna kind of spin it back on him here and do what we do best, which is you join us if we win, we'll give you all of our gear if we lose. He drives a road roller, which is the most powerful of construction machines in this game. It's kind of OP.
Knows this.
So we're going to try and cheese a little bit here by getting him to crash into this little sign here. Because if he does, is he just going to... So that sign... There are stage hazards, as it were. One of them is that sign which lets out a little electronic sort of blast. There are pipes and various sort of metal things, and there's a crane in one or two of the levels that you'll see. Basically, all of them are pretty bad. Surprisingly, the dynamite one, which is there in the background, you can just sort of see it, isn't too bad. It doesn't seem to do much whenever I've hit it and whenever the opponents hit it. Now, Adachi is also being very kind to us here. He's got quite a nice special. I wonder if we can show that off. We're not going to be able to. He's gonna end very quickly here. Unfortunately, he wasn't up to his best. But we can use, much like how we can run into stage hazards and cause problems for ourselves, we can kind of get the opponents to do the same when they feel like it. Adachi wasn't feeling it today, so he's unfortunately joining the crew. So this is pretty much the bulk of the crew sort of acquired at this point. There is one more member who we'll be seeing shortly. But we're going to be meeting Jake here. And Jake's an amazing character because you'll hear it in a second. So where is he? He gets his own theme song.
Worse.
And he's just aura farming on top of the building here.
the aura farm. Oh yeah.
So Beth kind of knows that obviously he's up there being a bit silly, so he falls over. But this is Jake's book, and we find out he really will do anything for money. Look at that. I wonder what they're looking at. But yeah, we don't want Kyoko to see it. So obviously it's something very, very rude. But yeah, Jake and Beth seem to know each other. I wonder if that'll play up. So we need to beat Jake. They've got this hired gun of Jake here, Jake Wolf, and he drives the same machine as Beth, which is always fun. He's generally a bit, well, he's being very kind to us again. He's normally one that will go hide in a corner and kind of just ignore attacking us, which is what we want, because it means we can just kind of just hit him and let him sort of get caught. So yeah, this is fine. We can just we just sit here and let him, unfortunately get stuck. But he wears his suit whilst he's building. Whilst he's doing his work, he's a consummate professional.
What a professional looks like.
That's it. So yeah, unfortunately Jake doesn't join us. He's a hired gun, so we kind of steal the book. But we've got another big job. It's like we're doing quite well as a company now. And yeah, cookery of love time. So Beth is now reading Jake's book up on top of the construction. It's like, and now Jake's back. He wants his album back. So I'll do anything for money. You know, just that kind of guy. Just that kind of guy. And we get some sad music. But now we need to challenge him to a construction battle to basically set him right. If you were reading quick there, you'll notice that it did mention that Beth and Jake were together. You know, representation in my 2005 PS2 Arena Battler game.
You love to see it.
You do. But we're going I'm going to prepare you. Well, I don't think I can prepare you for the cutscene that's coming up after this battle. Just know it is my most favorite cutscene in the whole game. If you thought the symbolism of float like a butterfly, sting like a bee was big early on in the game, you are not prepared. You are sorely not prepared for what is going to come up. This stage is one of the new ones as well. First time we're seeing it. And we have a fan. The fan is annoying. We're going to try not to hit the fan because it will actually just blow us away. And we don't want that. So we're going to hopefully let Jake use his shield. That, by the way, the berserk metal clang that you hear, that is the shield attack, the base of the block. We don't use it, we don't need it, but they do. They wish they had the strength of us. So yeah, that was dynamite. It did like 5% damage. That is probably some of the worst dynamite I've ever seen. But we're done. Poor little Jake. And Beth's just like, he says, that was kind of you. But yeah, be prepared, be prepared.
Jake, forgive me for being weak and leaving you. Here it is. When I left, I was carrying your photo. This photo.
I know that, Beth.
But my feelings haven't changed, Jake. I still care for you.
I know you do, Beth.
Jake. You're wonderful.
Hey, you'll be working hungry if you don't start eating.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's coming all the time, and it's still just amazing. Still just amazing. Like one of the best cutscenes I've ever seen in a game. Right, we're now getting into sort of the real point of the game. The story's taking a dark twist. We've just seen Kyoko get bundled into a car, or almost get bundled into a car. She's still here, but it's fine, so that's fine. But why Shirabi were trying to take her, Matsubayama doesn't tell anyone at this point why. Basically have a little chat there. You know, I saw this happen and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna sort of delve into that in a little bit, but we need to beat Shiro here. This young lad, unfortunately, he's in matchups. He's in the worst matchup you can imagine. Absolutely the worst matchup for him. Because he's driving a crane and we're driving the road roller. And unfortunately, he will potentially get stuck really quickly by going down into that little corner there next to the dirt pile and the rock, which he is doing. Brilliant. And we can just kind of just sit here and hit him over and over again. And he will tend to just sit there and not do anything. He will try and attack us, but because of his boom getting stuck against the mound, he's kind of unfortunate. I will, in fact, will I show? Yeah, in fact, I will show you. Let's go I'm going to go over here. I'm going to ignore him for a second. We have this little hut over here, and I'm just going to break it. This is a stage hazard, if it lets me break it. So you notice he even hit us there and we didn't do any damage. This is how powerful the road roller is. There we go. So you'll hear some people with... Yeah, They're going to come and help us clear him out. We annoyed the workmen so much, they came out and destroyed his crane for us.
That's cool.
But yeah, he's the worst character, sure, unfortunately. He just always gets stuck there. Even if he hits you, it doesn't do any damage. But we find out that the actual bids were, not the same, and Shirabe should have won. Our guy here just wanted to see more construction battles. I'm not surprised. I would too. So we beat him up. And basically we find, so now Kyoko is being kidnapped by Ume Shirabe, the head of the opposing team.
Let's Kyoko go!
Congo whelp, if you wish to continue breathing, do not take Yume Shirabe as your enemy.
Hey, Danura! Get the car! Get after them!
Yeah, so the most gangster of voice actors. The most gangster. So, of course, we chase after them. We're not going to let him kidnap Kyoko. That would be very rude of us at this point. So we turn up, and the only way of getting into the building is, of course, we need to do another construction vehicle battle. We're going to be fighting against a woman from who's voiced by someone from my region, at least up in Yorkshire. There's a chance we might get to hear her special attack because she's driving a forklift and we're driving this loader, I guess. And she's far more maneuverable than us and is more of a pain than anyone else because the wind up for our powerful attack is super slow. We have to lift up the I don't know what to call it at the back. But it has to lift up. There's loads of pits of stuff, so hopefully she'll get stuck in the dirt. In fact, I'm going to try and show you it. So we're just going to come in here and we're just going to tap her over and over again and get her stress level up. Also, controls, I've not mentioned the controls for this game, but you can imagine a PS2 arena battler having amazing controls, right? No.
Not this game. There's no way.
Yeah, so I am doing my best to use the D-pad for controlling this because the analog stick is even worse than the D-pad. So here we go. There you go. So she's going to ask for a bargain sale.
Of course. Oh, here they come.
And she summons all the women, and they absolutely just destroy us. No one can get between people in a sale, especially if they're from Yorkshire.
Apparently not.
So I'm gonna try my best to. I say this. I need to get around this horrible spike. We might just end up stop. This is the problem when you have zero maneuverability compared to the opponent. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna trick her by going over here, so she follows us, and then we're gonna turn around, hopefully, and we're gonna just tap her. There we go. To win.
Congo crew. One.
And we win. We managed to get through.
For another meeting with Congo.
So we basically go in, we confront Ume Shirabe, and we basically we find out at this point that Ume Shirabe is her father, and that's the reason why he didn't really kidnap her, I guess. But the story is getting sort of like serious now. But we're going to find out a bit more further on. She obviously doesn't like Ume Shirabe. The way he treated her mother and stuff like that is not great. But silly game gets real. But when even though we said that we were madly in love and she kind of rebuffed us there, we're now a couple. We're helping her out with the food. You know, anime rules. That's unfortunately confessed, therefore it happens. We're going to meet her former lover with some more magnificent hair. This is Yuki. When we get to see his hair, he's got a big coif, and we just punch him.
Ooh, yeah.
But the expressions of our character here are some of my favorite. Nothing else changes in the frame except his face. So we're going to have to obviously teach Yuki here a lesson. And what a coincidence, he's driving the same machinery as us. Again, he's much like Jake in that he will tend to just 9 times out of 10 just completely ignore us. But also, this is one of the stages where the crane makes an appearance, and it is an absolute pain because if you hit it, we're going to try and not to. It will swing around and drop the box down a few times, and if it hits you, it does massive damage. And that's no fun. No fun at all for us. So stop blocking Yuki. So hopefully he's going to get stuck, which it looks like he is. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Thank you very much. So this is also, we might get to see the, probably not going to see it, but he's next to the sign. If we can get the sign to do some damage, we'll do that as well. There we go. Can we get it to do it? There we go. We'll just finish him off with that. So that was the sign that Adachi should have run into earlier on in the game. And it just basically lets out a big electrical surge that does damage to them in a nice radius. Now, of course, Yuki unhappy here, but he goes away, tail between his legs, and we continue on. We're going to be meeting one of my favorite characters soon. So, Matsubayama's betrayal. Dun 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 dun. How could he?
Dun.
So Matsubayama has left. We find out that his master has been kidnapped, and that's the reason why he's kind of changed. And this is a dog, a random dog, who doesn't like Adachi, but can also drive a bucket scoop.
Oh no!
So this is Shisho. We'll soon find. I'm gonna ruin the plot twist here for you whilst we're fighting. This is Matsubayama's master. If you understood Japanese, the name they give him in the English is literally just Japanese for master. So look at him go. He's got little, his tail wags and his feet and everything move, and we're gonna. Unfortunately, he's up against Adachi in the in the road roller, so he's kind of doomed to lose really quickly here. But he's so happy being in that little bucket scoop. Look at, oh, there we go. He's forklift certified, by the way. Forklift certified. Look at him, he's so happy. Adachi's super happy now that he's obviously shown him the error of his ways. But this is our final character that is joining us. Unfortunately, we never control him.
Aww.
So we don't get to use him in this, but he's got a scar across his chest, the thing, and there's his forklift certification. Yeah, we've kind of got Matsubayama's master back. So now we need to kind of go get Matsubayama back. So he's very sad. But also now, finally, the bids are the same. What a shock. So we now have to definitely do a construction battle to win this. And we're going to have to fight our former teammate here to set him back on the right path and get him to rejoin us, and also just to show him the error of his ways. You come to your friends if you need help. You don't just sort of betray them. And we finally get to use the forklift ourselves, which is a brilliant bit of kit, but Matsubayama blocks quite a lot. And this also has a long wind-up to an attack, so it gives him plenty of time to kind of get the block in effect, which is a pain. So we're just gonna just stay out of the way of that. But you'll notice that we can kind of hit him at any point in the travel of the forks, which is good. Because it means we can just kind of let it go as soon as we get a bit of build-up going to it, and we can then just roll into him. So we also have a little hut there, another little hut. We're gonna ignore that one because we're doing quite well against him here. Sorry, Matsubayama, whiff. So I will let you know that even Shisho has a special attack. He is proficient in summoning other dogs to attack you. And Matsubayama's down. I just love that we're kind of just, you know, shaking the dust off our shoulders, you know, easy. So, yeah, so it's like, this dog, is this dog your master? It's like, yes. So we do a little thing, and then we get the dog punch. Ooh, and then Shisho is very angry and just basically, shouts at him and then forgives him. And now you'll see Shisho in all the cutscenes, that are all the intermission sort of scenes where we're sat at the table, because he's now joined our crew as well. So we found out a bit of information here. This is Umeshrabi and our father, basically together with a woman there. So it seems that we find out here that they were all friends in the past. But we have to kind of go back and basically tell them off what they did to, you know, Matsubayama's master and Kyoko. So we're going to go do another battle here against Narita, who drives another road roller. Now we're in this monstrosity of a vehicle. You'll see just how bad it is if he kind of taps us, where he's done more damage to us there by just kind of existing than we did to him in an actual attack. The road roller is immense. If you decide to ever play this game and you want to play the versus mode, the road roller is the weapon of choice. It's the odd job of this game.
Yeah, particularly I like how the most powerful vehicles tend to be the smaller ones.
Yeah. So Narita also has a pretty... Well, he has a special related to his job as being controller finances. So let's see if we can actually get to show it off, because it will trigger ours as well with how close we are. So we're just going to tap into him. Oh, yeah. So we have face-offs. These are very rare. But you'll... So you'll notice that he has the same voice actor as Denura. Yeah, there are face-offs. They're super rare. That's like, they don't happen all that often.
Black pot, get ready.
Oh yeah, we just blow him up. But basically, face-offs allow you to reclaim some damage. If you win the face-off, your damage goes down. If you lose it, yours goes up, and vice versa for the opponent. We kind of just drop a load of TNT on him. Oh yeah, big plot. We find out that Umeshrabi is our father as well. Dun 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 dun. So we get to see another cutscene where we kind of like we kind of find out that we kind of knew this. There's like a hereditary You'll see. So you'll notice that Umeshirabi has a bit of an egghead here. Well, we're gonna do the ice bucket challenge.
Hayato, that distinctive shape.
Yes, we were hiding this under our beautiful red hair. But we find out that Ume basically treated his mother badly, and he left for the Congo crew's basic own person in charge, who then became our father. But yeah, there's some concerning implications about this now, because we're together as Kyoko and ourselves, and if we're both daughter and son of the same person, it's kind of a bit weird. But Denora is very unhappy. He's like, I need to go set things right. I need to go show, and basically get revenge for everything that happened to our father and our mother and family as a whole. So he's basically gone back to the Shirabi Corp, and Narita's there, and well, as is the way, Narita has challenged him to a construction battle. So this is the crane, which is a really annoying field effect. But because we're also in a crane, we can just kind of let Narita get stuck against a wall and just hit him. And it doesn't matter when we hit him in the swing. As long as we hit him in the swing, we'll do plenty of damage to him. And yeah, Narita's doing perfect for us here. Thank you so much for just being a punching bag.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Congo crew.
So we win, or do we?
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is tough for my old foe.
So we kind of go to, fight Umeshirabi. Does it end well? Well, you'll see. So we're on to the final battle. There's a tiny bit of story before we get there. Denora's back. He's being beaten up, and she's like, oh no. He's got to carry out the revenge. Sad music. He's dragged you into all this. Wanted revenge, and wanted to go back to his life, and it's like. And then the eyes close. So another fun fact, this whole game is voiced in Japanese, and this part is, the guy literally screams. So we're at the family grave. We're hearing Denora's voice. It's like, nothing more to say, follow the path I've chosen. And it's like, I will, and it's like, of course he doesn't die. You all got caught out there.
Oh,
Denora survives, of course he does. But now we have to go fight Umeshirabi and basically set him right. Will we have everything wrapped up in a neat bow? Well, stick around. But we're gonna fight Umeshirabi in the only place that we ever fight him. This is his little world. He also is one that will block quite a lot. But he has quite an annoying not a special attack, I guess, but his more powerful attack you'll hopefully see is where he swings that machine at us, and it is a pain because it's quite hard to. There you go. Just kind of does a 180 on you and is able to get away afterwards, which is just a pain. And also he blocks. But yeah, so Umeshirabi, head of the Shirabi Corp, is basically taking us to town here. So we're going to come over here and do what we did before, which is wake up our friends.
Yeah, everybody get up
and come and help us here.
Yep.
There's a chance we'll get to see his special, actually. So I will actually try that, because if you're aware of older gentlemen in Japan, they're kind of into their art trucks.
Decoration Nova. I'll teach you what real power is.
And yeah, he has a light show.
Now you see how weak you are.
Yeah, interesting design. I really like his special attack.
Yeah.
We're unfortunately going to be beating him with our own in a second because I'm going to just keep love tapping him here.
Yeah.
I say that also. Come on. Thank you.
Right there.
So
It goes right through me.
we just summon lightning. But the special
Naturally.
attacks have like a timer on them, so if they don't come into your range, they will go away and you will reset.
You ready for another meeting with Congo?
So this is where time would normally be, but we get an extra cutscene.
This, my friend, is for all you did to my father and mother. This is for all you did to Danora. And this is for Kyoko.
Ume is powerful. You just get punched into a wall.
Listen up, well, the world is a mess. If you don't do it, you get done. You can't make it big without getting your hands dirty.
Ha! You just don't understand anything. I can't believe your blood flows within me. But surely that means you understand that I'm not going to change my mind.
Why Fine then. Raising
Most
my
intense
kid and
eyes.
turning him against me.
Yeah.
Well done,
Those will
Danjuro.
pierce your soul.
Brave. Here,
Hayato!
just as I promised. No tricks. But still, you cannot beat Yume Shirabi. You will never surpass me. Never. Remember that.
Don't let yourself get too carried away now.
And you, Kyoko, research your past a little. I adopted you. We are not connected by blood. What do you think of that?
So yeah, apparently he's raised her since she was a child, and he forgot.
He forgot he adopted her. Yeah.
Yep, it just
he's like,
happens.
apparently.
But that is time. We're gonna see a tiny little bit in the credits of everything getting wrapped up, where everyone is having fun as a proper family. But yeah, super convenient that they've remembered that when they were writing the story. Beth and Jake, obviously, back together, going to Italy of all places. Because of course, don't let your dog smoke. But those two are back together, And then we get Kyoko and ourselves here, back to playing. And, well, it all ends in a happy little flame, Ume comes back and, gets forgiveness. And we get married and everyone's a happy family, including the random people that worked for the Shirabi Corp just kind of appearing there for some reason. Not quite sure why. But we get also this amazing ending song, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, the game, as you can tell, is amazing. PAL exclusive, unfortunately, for anyone in America.
Yeah.
You can get it through means, ordering from someone in the UK. I would recommend playing it at least once to get the full story. But yeah, Art Dink releasing another banger after No One Can Stop Mr. Domino.
Which we've also had on this show before.
You have, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, this was I'm so glad we got to revisit this one because the cutscenes are just so funny. Also worth mentioning, I don't think I mentioned this on the show, but the last time you ran this, afterwards, you sent me a copy of this game.
I
to
did
my house.
indeed, yes.
Which was incredibly generous, by the way. Thank you again for doing that.
So I've been this game's biggest supporter since I found it. I've sent maybe 15 or 20 copies around the world to people that should play it. I brought 10 copies to GDQ as a prize. There were 3 extra copies that I gave away at the event for people. Unfortunately, people on the actual at Summer Games Done Quick didn't get to see it because we were only a backup run at the time. But I'm very happy to appear on Hotfix and showcase it as many times as is needed to bring it and give it awareness, basically. In fact, you signed my Japanese copy of this game. I
sure did.
Yeah, so
I absolutely did.
The Japanese art looks a lot better, I will say, than the PAL art, but the PAL voice acting makes up for it. Obviously, we have PAL seconds in time, but yeah. So you unlock also at the end. You unlock the stills gallery, and I don't know if I'll be able to because it's quite slow.
Yeah,
we'll be able
probably
to
not.
See. So there it is. That's the Japanese artwork of the game. As with every kind of PAL translation, I guess they didn't add any extra stuff in for us. They just basically gave us English voice acting and translated the text to it. But yeah, it's always fun to come on and showcase such a silly game, such a silly game.
Yes,
for everyone.
Absolutely, and it seemed like everybody was absolutely loving it. So that's great. Yeah, it is. This game is just, like I said earlier, it's a treasure. I think more people should play it, and more people should be exposed to it. And I'm glad we got to see it again. Yeah. So, and make sure, obviously, everyone give Yorkie a follow, give Yorkie some love as well. We appreciate you coming on again to Awfully Silly and running this.
Well, at least my internet didn't die this time, so that's always good.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. One all the way through. So thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for being a part of the finale, and thank you for being a part of the legacy, I suppose, of Awfully Silly. I appreciate you.
No, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. For everybody else out there, we have 2 more games for you this evening, so you're going to want to stay tuned. But for now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. So feel free to get up, stretch, hop in your forklift, see who you can defeat in a few minutes, but then come right back here for the next game in the finale of Awfully Silly. We'll see you in a few. All right, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. If you're just tuning in, yeah, this is sadly the finale of Awfully Silly as a show. Actually, at the end of Perilous Paths, we announced what show is going to be taking over the slot come September 22nd. So be sure to stay tuned for Osborne's show when that comes about, and be sure to support all the other shows in the meantime. Before we jump into our next run, wanted to shout out a few things. Namely, first, the Black in a Flash community. So Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. If you want to learn a little bit more about this or how to apply to get involved with Black in a Flash, you're going to want to go to gdq.gg/BAF. You can also follow them over on Blue Sky, which is at blackinaflash.bsky.social to get the latest updates there. Also, as we mentioned, we have a lot of other Hotfix shows and programming going on. If you want to see what's coming up on Hotfix for the week or for the season, feel free to go on over to gdq.gg/Hotfix to check out the week's schedule and the season's lineup. All right, without further ado, we're going to jump into our second game of the Best of Awfully Silly series, as voted on by the audience, which is this one is probably not a surprise based off of both how it performed at AGDQ as well as how it performed on this show, as well as how goofy it is, as well as how ridiculous it is, and as inconsistent it all is, and how wild it is. It's Golf with Your Grandmother. It's King J who's going to be running Golf with Your Grandmother. All holes, all 30 holes. Grandma's going to be going on a journey, so let's pack her bags. Let's get her tickets. King J, send her home.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. It is I, your PGA, your professional grandma athlete over here. And today we're doing all holes yet again. This is the third time now I've done this on the GDQ channel for some reason. And it's the most cursed game I run. It's awesome. It's stupid. And the greatest part about it is I'm not the only person who runs it anymore. I have 3 friends here who at SGDQ have started running this game, and they all got very, very, very addicted. Would you 3 like to introduce yourselves?
Hi there. I'm Awesome Agron. I'm currently the 5-hole world record holder.
Woo.
Crazy how I'm playing this game still, but
Agron actually said he wasn't going to buy the game when he got back from SGDQ, and still did.
Dang.
I was just that addicted.
Yeah. And I'm Bob Loves Cheese. I am yet another addict of golfing with my grandmother. I was the former 5-hole world record holder until Agron took it from me. And yes, I spent far too much of my time at SGDQ this year playing the hottest speed game of the year, Golf with Your Grandmother.
And what up? I'm Karate Man. I'm also a grandma addictee, possibly the first addictee, because I met King J at SGDQ and started playing this on day 1. Actually left SGDQ with the world record before Bob and Agron took it.
And so we're all
passed around a lot.
We're all former world record holders in this category. Well, in 5 holes.
Prestigious company.
In 5 holes.
Prestigious company in here.
Exactly. So yeah, I for some reason got all these people addicted. I was up at I would be up at 3 a.m. and getting live updates that they were in the practice room grinding 5 holes. It's not just me who runs it now, which is awesome. If you want to run it as well, feel free to join us in the Discord. Anyhow, we're gonna get started. If you haven't seen this game before, you're in for a trip. We're gonna let it explain itself, because if the title didn't explain it, the first 5 seconds surely will. Anyhow, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right,
let's go.
Golf with your grandmother. We sure are.
This is so exciting.
Here we go. All right, so
there she goes.
Do you guys want to explain the glitch that we're using mainly?
Yeah. So this glitch that King J is using is referred to as a double shot. We can hit spacebar multiple times, and it makes Grandma go further than she's supposed to.
Can we just comment real quick on how far you got on that first shot?
That was a great first shot.
That was crazy.
So I literally today got a new world record about 3 hours ago. We'll see if we beat that today on this run here, because that's a great start. So yeah, the double shot glitch, back when I ran this at HDQ, you may remember, I didn't finish the run. And the reason why is because that double shot glitch didn't exist back then, which is what made this game so much harder than it is right now. Because as you can see, we're kind of just skipping everything. Shout outs to the fact that when you run a game on GDQ, a lot of attention gets brought to it, even when it's a stupid game like this. So yeah.
Yep, vouch.
Oh, don't roll, Grandma. Okay. You're good. Welcome to Ragdoll Physics.
Tech is obviously very, very useful for getting through the course and obviously skipping everything, but it can also be pretty detrimental as well, because Grandma likes to go in very random directions that are not always controllable.
Yeah, so I showed this off twice. The first time was when I discovered that this game existed. Thank you, Con, for accepting this game for AGDQ. And then I was allowed on Hotfix because, again, we found the double shot glitch, and I could actually do all 30 holes. So, again, thank you, Con, for that. And now we are again. Thank you, everybody, for voting this.
Yeah, so as you guys could see, part of the benefit of doing a double shot is Grandma won't land, and you'll be able to hit her again in the air. So that's referred to as a mid-air shot. And this is helpful because we can avoid the hazards on the course.
Yeah, the only thing that you have to remember is that if you get Grandma stuck in the air, you can't do that infinitely. She has to touch the ground again to get stuck in the air again. So you can't just float over everything, which makes some of the later levels very annoying. We'll see those. There's one specifically that all of us hate. So
we'll definitely get there.
Yeah, most of the games really not bad.
I still haven't seen most of the second half of the run.
That is true. Bob has only seen like half of the holes. So
I'm quite
okay,
blind.
Bob. you are definitely in for a treat.
I've heard some horror stories about the second half of this game.
I would say on a beginning run, the first half of the run is holes 1 through 26.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can even
That
vouch
is
for that.
so
Based on what I've
accurate.
seen.
That's half of 30, right?
Okay, you also have to worry about those because
Yeah, that makes sense.
those
That makes
blades
sense.
still have collision even when they're all the way up here. So you have to make sure you don't die. Also, hey, what's up, Grandma? How's it going, fam?
A lot
This is a
of times when
very
you're flying
good
through
start to the
swords like
run.
this,
By the way, I just want to
you're
point
just
that out.
praying.
This has been very good so far. Very
yeah,
good start.
You're getting some
Yeah,
crazy
solid
distance
start.
on these first shots.
Yeah, so I recently found out that you can get some major distance on your first shot, and it's not been consistent for the other shots, but for the first one, I've been getting them pretty consistently, depending on the angle and the rhythm that I tap the spacebar. The way we do the double shot, by the way, was super easy to find. I don't know how I didn't find it before my GDQ run, but all you have to do is double tap the spacebar when you do a shot, and then it doubles it up. But it does use up 2 of your par. You can see the par in the top left corner. It's very important. If you run out of par, you die. You have to restart.
Game over.
Excellent. Yeah, you die. If you die in the game, you die in real life. So, also, once again, this is the level I couldn't finish at AGDQ. Look at how hard it is now. Look at this. It's so difficult.
Timed out at 19 minutes versus finishing the individual level in less than 50 seconds.
Yeah, and then we're just going to go right over here. We're going to make sure we land down here so I can do another double shot to finish off the level. My estimate at AGDQ for 5 holes was 18 minutes. I didn't even finish. We're at 5.
Yep.
And the world record, because Agron is a mad lad, the world record's a 325.
I honestly don't know how.
Agron is
when I
actually
was
crazy.
grinding one last time.
So
yeah. Listen, when I was grinding one last time, I was
one
like, I
last
just wanna
ride
do
with
3x.
Grandma.
No. So then, I literally ended up 4-shotting hole 5,
There you go.
and that's why I
some
skipped
5
3x.
right there for
Like, what the
for
heck?
5
Great
holes.
start.
Very great start. That is ahead of world record
That is
already.
sub 5. Well
That's
done.
good.
All right, so now we
Beautiful.
move on to unseen territory for a lot of people. If you watch the HDQ run, you haven't seen this.
Honestly, not much is different about holes 6 and 7. When we get to 8 and 9, there is actually a little difference that never appears in anything past hole 9.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that is true. Something that's interesting with the way these holes are designed is it just feels like the developer just copied and pasted a bunch of the similar assets. As you could tell, these are the similar door-shaped houses that we saw in hole 3.
There's a lot of these.
Seeing them again in hole 6.
Was
And
it?
you're
I
going to
think-
see them again in hole 8 and
Other holes.
further on. It's great.
I think hole 18 is the one with a bunch of knives that are just placed at completely random angles and rotations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I think I know. what
Also,
you're
we're
talking
fine up
about.
here. Just letting you know, like, how's it going?
everything looks fine.
Grandma is
Strategy,
not.
though. Grandma loves being
Grandma
up in
is
the
not
air.
afraid of
Grandma's
heights.
just chilling. Look at her. We're gonna football spike her down into the hole. There we go. Oh, I missed. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Grandma,
My only concern is that
well.
she can't breathe when you're up there.
Are you
man.
okay?
The air gets
Grandma.
thin up there.
this game is
She's
so
doing her
stupid.
yoga.
I love it.
She's making sure she's ready for the next hole by stretching.
If you would like
Well,
to
we sent
know,
Grandma to the moon, and then she plummeted all the way back down.
if you would like to know the story of how I found this game, by the way, no one talked about this game until I found it. I found this game by a complete accident. There was one night my friends and I wanted to play golf with your friends. One of them didn't own the game, and so he asked how much it was on Steam. Actually, I'm going to reset here because that was a bad first shot. So, and so I looked up golf with you on Steam, and this is the second thing that showed up. So, and when I saw that, I was like, all right, I know what I'm streaming now. We're not doing golf with your friends because I found something way better. I don't think that's
Clearly
making it
better.
over. That is not making it over. That's
Untapped
unfortunate.
potential.
So speaking of repurposing assets, as you can plainly see, level 7 is very similar to level 5. In fact, it's almost exactly the same. I think the only difference is that they added more skewers. But we're flying over all
Okay,
that,
there
so
we
it
go.
doesn't
That's
matter.
much better. That's what I
Yeah, a
wanted
lot of the
to see.
challenge in these holes is not that they're different than others, is that they're just longer.
Yeah. Specifically, the next hole is when it starts getting a little crazy, where we have, I think it's 16 par or something like that.
Yeah.
By the end of the
He definitely
game,
jumps up.
the final hole is 35 par.
35 par.
Which I'm not a golf person aside from this game. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
How are you supposed to play this game without the double shots? Honestly,
So,
like this could be an
before
intended feature.
before the double shot
Never
was
done it before.
found, again, I got this game into GDQ before the double shot was a thing. It was found after AGDQ because of my run, and because of the bounty I put out, actually. And I played through this game, put like 20 hours into it before I submitted it, and I got to hole 28 without the double shot. That is, in my opinion, very impressive.
That is crazy.
All right, guys, we found the same houses from hole 3 and 6.
Look at the same houses. This is my crib. Look at that.
Yeah, but we finally have a small difference in the hole. It's not directly ahead of us. It's
That is
actually
true.
off to the side.
But yeah, as you can see,
Whoa.
par 16, you know, we're upping it a little bit. We literally just doubled the last par, so, you know. And
there's a lot more
every
shots.
time
Oh,
Grandma
whoa.
spawns in, she's automatically aiming straight at the goal. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes not as much.
we are
But,
going places.
Yep, we're going out far.
Oh, Grandma
we're gonna
is
go-
definitely going in a direction.
We're gonna go back this way.
No, you can land out of
get
bounds
back.
here. Can't
I
you?
don't want to risk
One of the-
it.
Yeah,
I've
so
never
hole
tried
8
it on
does
hole
have an
8.
out of bounds area.
I think hole 8 is the one
So-
because I think once you get past that red house, there's no out of bounds.
So there are some things like some levels don't have out of bounds. Like you can hit out of bounds and still hit. It's weird. It's kind of like Wii Sports, except with Grandma. But yeah,
Yeah, so it's a similar thing.
yeah. So the
I
same
mean,
thing.
have you not played
Yeah,
Wii Sports with your
incredibly
grandma? I
similar.
definitely have.
This is also not good. I do not want to go over here. The reason why I aim to the
I
left,
played it
by the
with
way,
her, but I
Dude,
haven't,
risk it.
you
Double
know,
straight to the
played
goal
it
from here.
with-
I'm not going to do that.
You know what I mean?
The reason why I aim to the left, by the way, for these double shots is because of the fact that 9 times out of 10, it will veer to the right. And so we counteract that by aiming to the left. But sometimes Grandma just likes going her own place, you know? She's her own person, and we respect that. Good job, Grandma. You go, girl.
Grandma definitely has a mind of her own. She does not like going where you aim, even if you counteract aim. She doesn't like worrying about that at all.
Like right now, again, she
knows
went
where
straight
she
again.
chooses.
I'm sorry for the background noise. I just had like the loudest car outside. That was insane.
Grandma's
funny.
pulling up.
Grandma pulling up to the club,
No, that's Grandpa. He is unhappy with the way you are treating his
driving with your
woman.
grandfather. Also, we've had people in the chat say that they're gonna miss this show. I'm gonna miss this show so much because this game's never gonna get into the GDQ again, or on Hotfix.
Yeah, this is the last time anybody's going to see
There's
this
no
game.
way.
This is the swan song. Okay.
Someone said they love the awkward clapping of the crowd. That's one of the best parts of
So-
this game. There are so minimal sound effects, but you do have clapping, screaming, and the shot of the putter
And also, Grandma screaming.
and Grandma.
So,
Grandma screams.
so welcome to hole 9. We're getting introduced to an attribute that we definitely all hate. Tiny circles.
Yeah, tiny
Landing on these
circles that you must land
very
on.
difficult.
They are the worst.
This is where this game becomes more of a 3D platformer than a golfing game. If you
Yeah,
thought
so the reason why it's
you
so
thought,
hard,
like Mario was
the
hard.
reason why it's so hard to, land on these is because of something called ragdoll physics.
Oh,
You've probably seen it already, but Grandma rolls a lot.
That's
We're
a little
good.
lucky.
And
that was very close to the ground. We're okay though.
No, that was
very close.
calculated. That was
I was a little
calculated.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
scared.
plan.
calculated.
Landing back on circles
Yeah,
can be
and-
such a chore because sometimes Grandma has friction, sometimes she's smooth as butter. It just depends on the shot and the day and the time and the stars. I don't know.
Depends
What
on
a
how
shot.
Grandma's
That
feeling
was a
at that
great
moment in
shot.
time.
Dang, that was good.
Also, what a sentence to say, just for the record.
Yeah,
What-
absolutely.
I'm sorry for in
effective
advance.
sentence.
There's so many quotable things we say while playing this game, and I mean, like, this is why you asked us on here. Let's be completely honest.
Sometimes Grandma's got friction, but sometimes she's smooth as butter.
Oh, we're going out of bounds, I think.
Amazing.
Grandma, please. Oh, wait, we're good. Woo.
You're in.
All right.
Not even close.
A lot of the AGDQ run, Jaxler on the comms was just talking about how slippery Grandma was. So this isn't anything new. We've had this conversation.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
Apparently, this is just a thing.
Oh,
that
okay.
just
Well,
gets
I'm
brought out
going
with
left,
people
I
that
guess.
play this game.
That's okay. We're fine.
That's where Grandma wanted to.
Grandma just wanted to go left. Okay, she
We have
wants
to respect her wishes,
You can go
or she
here.
will fight against us.
Oh, she didn't like that one. Oh, she really didn't like that one. That was a loud cry for help.
That was a lot of screaming.
Yeah, that was.
He's in
yeah, that was
pain.
penetrating.
So the last
Yeah.
time we did this, by the way, on Hotfix, I got a 122 at that time, world record was a 118 by me. It's lowered a bit. You win just a little bit. The world record now, I got it. Like I said, a few hours ago, is a 53:53. Just by dying less. So yeah, I have to get back pretty far here, so I'm going to do a little bit of a more powerful shot. That should be good, I think.
Far off.
Yeah, so landing on these circles, hole 10's kind of the first test of that. These circles are a bit bigger than some later holes that we'll see, so it's definitely a good training ground for some of the later holes.
Yeah, hole 10 is what I like to call hole 28 light. Like, this is like the smaller version of hole 28. Hole 28 is our least favorite hole in the run, so we'll see
hole
that
28
later.
is a lot of this,
Nice.
plus extra in the beginning. Extra walls in the beginning.
All right, so right there, that's
I personally think
pretty
29's worse, but that's
this is what you want to
That's
see
just
on a
fine.
hole like this, where there's like not much greenery. You want to see like a very big, straightforward shot that gets a lot of distance. You can skip as much as you can, because now we're pretty much going to get to the end, hopefully
Absolutely.
here. As long as
Yeah, so
Yeah, 'cause then
I,
you can get yourself back on easily too if you stay closer to the center.
yeah.
Most of the strategy in some of these later
No!
holes.
What?
Oh,
That is
unfortunate.
really unlucky. Wow.
I
Wow.
forgot
Grandma,
to
where are you
mention that that's
going?
more in this game.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
there's just like giant axes in the sky.
That's why. That's yeah. So when you're flying, and even when you're like ready to be shot again, that sounds really weird. You can still get hit.
that is not
so
the
like
worst
you
thing
got to
you
watch
said.
out for that. So unfortunately, that was a big time loss, but that's okay.
Brutal.
Like we said,
You know,
hole 10's the first time you're really introduced to this, and it's very hard.
I'm honestly not sure who designed this golf course, but giant axes was definitely not the first thing I would have thought of for this golf course.
I don't think it should be any of the things you would have thought of. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, probably not, but giant
All right,
axes.
so that
really,
was
like,
good.
the
I'm
size
a
of
little
these
worried that I'm going to land on this axe right here. We're good.
things. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm gonna hit the-
fine.
Okay, never mind. Just gave it a little tap there.
Fall off.
No, I'm good. Thankfully, the ragdoll was nice there. Okay, we should be able to make it to the very end again here. From as long as I don't hit
Not
the
slippery.
axe again. That axe was very not nice to me. It wanted to ask me a
Also-
question.
Also, just be careful
There we go.
because for whatever reason, hole 10 is the only hole, to my knowledge, that has like a little slit on the very edge
Oh
of
yeah.
the back
What are you talking about?
that you can fall in.
What?
You can slide off the back of the hole.
What?
There's
Yeah,
Why do
for
you?
whatever
there's-
reason.
Why is it a
only
thing?
hole
there's some
10
missing
has
hitbox
this.
back there.
There we go. All right, we're good. We're back.
10 has this.
All
No,
right,
that's happened to me before, Agron. I know
Yeah,
exactly
same.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So
Well, I don't know
dude,
what
literally
y'all
the
are
first
talking
time I
about,
played
but-
hole 10, I'm like, I win, right?
that's not
And then
gonna
I
make it.
slid into the slit, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
we're gonna go
Y'all know
up
you
and
can
over.
actually get soft locked in this game too.
We're gonna
It
go
happened to
up
me
and-
twice today.
We're gonna go up and over this
Stop.
building here. Welcome to, by the way, this weird looking sky. I like to call this Midgar. Because it looks like Final Fantasy VII.
It's like snowing. It's festive here. They should
Hey,
have put
shout out to
Christmas
Canada.
trees.
Canada mentioned. I'm a Canadian. I think I might be dead. We're good.
Also, these houses are the same houses from hole 4, but a lot bigger.
Yeah, so you have
So
to
shout
aim
outs
very
to big
high up in order to
houses.
go over them, unfortunately. So
Yeah. You know, shout outs to big houses. You know, either that or you could go through the holes.
shout outs to big houses.
wants to do
Shout outs to the
that?
house in your economy.
I mean, shout out to the developer who thought we would all go through the house instead of over it.
Okay, so right here, we got to go right this way. Once again, keep in
how
mind when you're
naive the
watching
developer
holes
was.
1 through
God.
28 that I have done all of these without the double shot glitch. I do not wish that upon anybody. If you're going to play this game, use the double shot glitch.
It's so much more fun.
It's crazy.
You will hate yourself.
You
It's
might.
a battle of
yeah.
I
skill versus
genuinely don't
RNG.
even know, like, how the developer thought this was possible without the double shot.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, listen, like, my only theory is that they knew about
My
the double
theory
shot,
is that they
and
thought
they
no
just
one would
left it
buy
in.
this godforsaken game because look at this. Like, I'm
But
the
it's
only
awesome.
reason that this game has sold like over 100 copies is because of me. I swear. Like,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can see on the Steam pages,
You should
there's
get
a
commission.
noticeable spike in people buying this game since GDQ.
it's every
Yeah.
GDQ is when a lot of people buy
Yeah.
this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Pause.
Oh,
It's still up for me.
Grandma will be back momentarily.
Yep. On our way back.
Okay, we're back. Hello.
go.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Grandma escaped for a second.
We had to take a quick message to get my stream back. Grandma
Grandma
like,
needed a potty break.
even the stream was like, we don't want to watch this right now. This is so bad.
my goodness.
This game is something else.
Someone said Grandma's taking revenge.
Grandma took a rest break. Oh, we might be going to this hole. This is not the right hole. Oh, we're good. Okay.
Wait, no, you're aiming left. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We're okay.
You know, something that's really funny about all these holes in the golf course is, I mean, I'd like to imagine that, like, wherever this golf course is, it just got, like, landmine bombed or something.
What is this lawyer making up?
There is no way.
That's crazy, man.
Dude, there's absolutely no way there are that many holes in this golf course.
I also want to shout out another reason why people...
I'm sorry.
I want to shout out another reason why people bought this game. Shout out to Game Grumps, who actually played this game on their channel. And
wait, did they actually?
Yeah, so the reason why...
It's like the second video on YouTube that popped
The reason why they played it on their channel is because someone watched the GDQ run and went to their Patreon and paid money for them to play this game.
That is incredible.
Wait, that is phenomenal.
That's actually real. It was one of my viewers. So yeah, shout outs to that. When that video dropped that morning, I woke up to like 10 different DMs of people being like, golf with your grandmother just exploded.
Hey, chat, if you're loving this game, it's only $5 on Steam, and
that is
true. The first 5 holes only takes like 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, like, the worst time on the leaderboard for 5 holes is like 18 minutes. So, like, honestly, if you want a quick run to be on the board, or if you ever go to a GDQ in the future, just find me in the practice room. I'm just gonna.
It is a bonding experience, I will say.
Okay,
we had so many people playing.
Grandma, no.
I mean, King J was playing. There was one night we were totally up till 3 a.m.
No!
Oh, that sucks. Grandma,
yeah,
that was rude of you.
About this ragdoll physics, I think normally you would have survived that, but for whatever reason, Grandma just decided to roll a bit more.
Dude, and the thing is, I feel like I have the worst grandma physics. Like, all of you don't get the ragdolls that I do. It's actually insane. She slid so far. She slid into home plate. Like,
I had a ragdoll earlier where it was going off a circle platform, and her arm was the only thing on the grass, and it kept her up.
I remember. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, that's a clean shot. This might go all the way to the end. That is awesome.
That's a really good shot.
I'm gonna just full power it. It can probably make it. Honestly, actually, it's
just
probably safe not to.
No, you can make it. No, you can make it.
I'm not gonna risk it. I've already died on this one. Okay.
What's one more?
I mean, honestly, that's probably more reason to risk it. Time save.
Again, we gotta save some time to lose on the last like 5 holes.
This is true.
Yeah, you're right.
We gotta add that 30-minute cushion just in case.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're
just
gonna hit
getting
the flag.
everyone hyped for the end. The ending is gonna be so amazing.
Oh, is she going in?
Yo, Dink.
What's up, Grandma? I love how she just like looks down. Like, this is where I'm going now.
She's accepted her fate.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's where I'm going next. Okay, cool. All right, everybody listen to this wonderful voice acting. You're the winner! Thank you. All right, cool.
She's like eagle-eyed on her destination. She's locked and loaded.
Whoa, that was that Grandpa? That scream was weird.
I don't think I've heard that scream before. That was
a very weird scream. Okay,
I've definitely heard that one before. I'd like to assume that Grandma was just taking her medicine and it went down the wrong pipe.
Oh God,
a really smooth hole 14.
That was a very good one. That actually, I was tempted to reset on that one for that level because that shot went more high than like farther than distance. I wanted to. Yeah, I rather get distance than height typically for the first one, but that's pretty good. We're gonna dunk her in here again.
Generally preferred. Yeah, distance is generally preferred. There are definitely a few exceptions where height is preferred. But
There we go. Bounce shot.
Overall, the more distance you have on your double shots, the better.
Bro, how many holes have you had her just floating in front of the finish line?
A lot. There's also many that where like I've bounced her over the hole by accident.
Oh, dude, that's so annoying.
It's the worst. And it's like, really? You have to do another
hate
shot?
it when that
Skip her
happens.
like a rock straight over the goal.
Oh my
gosh. It's like,
I've had it-
for
I've had
whatever
it happen
reason,
before.
she's going so fast when she first lands that she just bounces over the
So
hole.
now we get introduced to these saw blades that are like windmilling above the course. These are the worst, especially when you do double shots because they could like cut grandma on the way up. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume, I don't know because I've never played without double shots, but I would assume if you're playing normally, those aren't too much of an issue.
They
just
literally
being
don't
lower.
affect you. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when
what's
you're
even the
skipping
po-
the
yeah,
whole
how
game
would
by
you
going
even hit
over it,
those?
it gets a little harder.
Wait. So that actually brings up another question.
why are those there?
Surely, surely the developer intended players to find the double shot.
Also, I've had a lot of people
Well,
ask this, by the way. A lot of people have asked me, has the developer reached out after the GDQ run? No, I literally have
No, they
no
have
idea
not.
who the developer is. Please reach out. This is the third
Wait,
time
I have
your
it.
game has like
really sad.
over 800 viewers on Twitch. You gotta wonder why.
I mean, we've all
Yeah.
left hilarious reviews on Steam, but I don't think any of them have been
Also,
seen or responded to.
This level is really cool because the game doesn't expect
one
you
said
to
anything.
get. Oh, that's not good. The game doesn't expect you to
Oh,
get into
that's
that middle
rough.
area. So because of that, if we get into that middle area, nothing's there. So it's just a straight shot to the end right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow,
just
dude, I
completely
didn't even
avoid
know
all
that.
obstacles by going in the center.
That was
'cause
so
developers
far,
never
too.
intended
Look
on
at that.
people
Oh
going
my
there.
god.
That wasn't even close to the other one.
You know, that's probably because I've only played this level once.
That's fair.
I did not.
I will say
nice
that we've
sunset,
gotten to
though.
the territory of the levels I've never played before, so I haven't seen any of these.
Oh, nice.
The
Let's go.
skyboxes do change up a little as you go through the game. It's nice.
Yeah, we
Not
got out
just
of
stagnant.
Midgar.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
now in like, I don't know, like Sunset Vista from Mario Kart. Like,
Oh.
Sunset over Green
you know,
Hills.
I mean, like, I was gonna say.
all right, this is a scary one. I don't like this one.
At the start
Did
of
you do
Blind
fast
Thing,
one?
when the sun comes up.
I did get the fast ending there, yeah. Oh, okay, bye, Grandma.
Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, she is gone.
Oh, it might happen
That's
again.
crazy.
Like, appendages
I
were
like
fine,
how
but her
her-
torso was gone.
Okay, we're good there. We
Yeah, they
passed
kept
that one.
moving.
We're good. All right, cool. And oh, okay. I was gonna say, are we gonna land? Like, are you good?
Sometimes Grandma takes a while to freeze. Gets
Sometimes
very,
Grandma
very
doesn't
nerve-wracking.
wants to land.
get stuck in the air. You know, it just happens. It happens to the best of us, honestly.
It really does.
All right, so once again, we have to worry about this propeller that's in the middle of us here. So we just kind of have to hope that it doesn't hit us.
Hey guys, it's another
oh, and it
big
hit
house.
us.
I wonder what we're gonna do to get around the big house. Oh, we're just gonna. Oh, never mind.
Well, we would have
We're
done
gonna
that
die.
if it works.
Well, we would have went over it if we didn't get sawed.
Is that gonna hit me? No, it's not. Okay, we're good. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go right here.
That's crazy, dude.
All right, and we're gonna launch ourselves again and hope for the best. Again, I think this is one of my least favorite levels, just because like it's so often you'll just get a bad cycle or Grandma will ragdoll the wrong way. It's hard to control. That's why our estimate's so high, is because like it's really hard to predict. There we
I
go.
love how
Especially
the
with the
answer
later
to
levels being so long.
That's good.
Yeah. I love how the answer to increase difficulty in most of these levels is add more blade traps.
That and also make it longer.
Yeah.
No, but you know, like just add more blade traps, or you know, make the houses bigger.
True. Yeah, the house
pretty much it.
The house is just like they become like 3 stories.
The game design
It's
doesn't
like,
really
wow,
elevate
dude,
at
they
any
got
point.
really big.
It's just add more of the same.
I want to know who the contractor is of this golf course.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly,
dude made
dude.
They
bank.
couldn't even like make it like connect. Like they couldn't make an open world. Like you can't see other holes in the distance. Really? Come on.
Open world golf. with
Okay,
your
that is a
grandmother.
crazy good shot.
Open
So this is
world
level
golf
18. This is another one where we have to land on a bunch of like really small
Oh, yeah.
patches of grass. But wow, that was really
This is
good.
the one I was talking about with knives at random angles.
Yeah, I was in the path of a blade there, but thankfully I knocked Grandma out of the air so that she didn't get hit. So we're good.
Are you getting this in 6 shots?
I think so. Yeah, this is a very good hole. Again, as long as my first shot is good, typically my other ones are good too. That is so good. Oh my god, that was awesome. Oh
Very
god,
nice.
Okay. Said hi to the blade. We're fine. We're good. We're good. Okay.
You didn't lose a toenail? Are you sure?
Yeah. We had to say goodnight, blade. And you know that story, like goodnight moon.
The
We had to say
blade
goodnight,
wanted to be
blade.
included.
Good night, Blade.
Yeah,
Good
like
night,
Blade, like the
Blade.
Marvel character, like the one who's never getting a movie anytime soon.
Of course,
yeah, that
of
one.
course. Yeah.
Not gonna read that to
Okay,
my kid.
this
Either way.
I hate this level with a burning passion. This level
What is
sucks.
this level?
That is a lot
Welcome
of
to the
windmills.
windmills.
I've never seen this before.
This level is so annoying because
Hey guys,
it's so hard
hey
to time
guys, we
these.
made it to Wyoming. We made it to Wyoming. We found Wyoming. This is Wyoming.
That's all they have here.
Awesome.
For as annoying as this level is, if you manage not to get chopped up by the windmills and just go over them, it's not that bad.
Well, that's the thing is I'm gonna try to go over
This
them,
looks
but
terrible
sometimes
without the double shot.
Sometimes it's
You
easier
just
said
got
than
a double
done.
double straight over.
How do you even do this without the
Again,
double shot?
I would like to
Yeah.
reiterate, I have done this without the double shot, and it is horrible.
What is the strategy?
You know what? I'm
Like
gonna
how?
go backwards a little bit. I'm a little scared.
It was a little too close there.
I'm a little too close for comfort. Grandma's not enjoying this right now. She's kind of like, wow, that's got a haircut.
Honestly, I don't
And
even
then you
know
can
how you
double
would
from
time
here.
some of these shots if you're doing them with single shots, because you have to wait to charge up your power meter, but you also have to wait
Right.
to time it with the spinning of the blade. So how
It's
do you
very
even line
hard.
that up?
Yeah.
You just hope.
All right,
You
up
just
and
hope-
over we
that's what I
go.
do with double shots. I just hope.
See, this is why we love double
feel
shot, because
like-
here we go to Mars.
Yeah.
So at-
We win.
I feel like a lot of things in this game without double shot would just be like YOLO.
There is talk,
Winging
and
it.
by talk there is
That's
me, who is the only moderator of this game, who's talking about possibly making a 5 holes, no double shot category to, more so mimic the GDQ run. And so if you don't want to do double shots and you want to hate yourself, you can do that too.
I will absolutely not be running that category.
All right, we're flying. Let's go again.
Don't worry. If you thought there were too many windmills on hole 19 in like 1 or 2 levels, they come back, but they're a little more
You
sparse.
know what? I'm just going to play it safe here. We're going to go right down here.
God, this level looks terrible
between the
without the
blades?
double shot too.
This one's very bad without the double
So,
shot as well,
You've
yeah.
got to time so many of them.
Wait.
It's a
So
lot in
what
a
you're
row.
telling me is they took the same houses from hole 3
And they shrunk them down.
They took the windmills from the previous hole. They just attached the windmill to the house. They were like, voila, that's a new hazard.
I mean, after the first 5 holes, all the assets
I
are
love
just
it.
reused everywhere else. Just
Yeah,
every
literally.
new thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any new assets by this point.
I'm pretty sure there's like a couple of holes in like 10 through 20 that have some new assets, but like past that, definitely not.
So my favorite thing
Yeah, it's
about
like
the double
90%
shot
are the
glitch
first
being
5.
found, by the way, is I made a random offhanded joke being like, we're going to launch Grandma to Mars now. That became a real thing. So. That's past Joey.
Grandma
I mean-
is an astronaut.
Wow, that is a very
I mean,
good shot.
fu-
Look,
I mean,
look at the
funnily-
distance on this shot, by the way. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right.
I mean, speaking
Wow.
of sending Grandma to Mars, something that Karate Man did was he binded his spacebar repeatedly. Grandma definitely went to Mars.
Again, I love
without a
I
doubt.
love that
We're
I'm not the
spamming
only
the
runner of this
spacebar.
game anymore. It's awesome. We actually have a
We're
Discord for
spamming the
this game
space
now.
bar to get double shots on purpose, which are pretty useful, as you can see throughout literally all of this game. But you can do more than 2 shots at a time. You can do 3, 4, 5, 15 if you want. It just depends on how fast you're pressing the space bar. So yeah,
Again,
I
it's
did
really
bind
worrying
my
if you do
space
that
bar.
though, because like you do have to hit a certain amount of par in order to finish the courses. You got to watch out for that.
You can, with
Yeah,
this
but
one, you can like
lose on the
pass
first
par.
shot.
Like this is a 10
Yeah, the-
par. You can do 15 in 1 shot. I bound space bar to my scroll wheel and just went to town, and it was not helpful at all. Literally anything above a 2 shot is just complete RNG, ruins your momentum. I don't know. Maybe there's a good timing to it or something, but it's so unhelpful compared to the double shot.
I'm not gonna.
I
not.
personally have not found anything.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Aside from a few deaths here and there, we've been kind of schmoving. We've been kind of killing it.
Yeah, doing well, bro.
We're doing well,
my
but
God, there's
so-
two
run
houses
doesn't
with
start till
windmills.
the thing is about this game and this
Oh, wait, there's
category.
4.
Karate Man actually found this out today because he decided to do. He's done 1 run before today, and then he did more runs today, and he found out why this game is so hard and why only I have a sub hour in this game, and it's because of the last like 4 holes, and those are absurdly difficult. So we'll get to those later. So like this game is all
Yeah,
fun and
the
games until we get to those
difficulty
last
spike is
3 holes. Last time I did this
Yeah, I
hotfix, I spent 15 minutes on hole 28. So,
I remember.
Yeah.
I did a blind all holes run at
It
GDQ.
keeps Con awake at night.
Got like a 129, but today, yeah,
I was so
tried
scared we
repeating
were
it
going to
today.
misestimate. We were oh, I had to mercy
Very,
kill
very
it
hard
again.
Dunk.
I think the funniest part about I think it, again, I love that double shot existed, and part of me wished that double shot existed for my GDQ run, but at the same time, I think it's funnier that it didn't. Also, that sucks.
No, we need the evolution of Grandma. This evolution
because-
is incredible.
That is true, but
No, yeah, like honestly, I think it's very interesting that
this is,
we got to see the first 5 holes without double shot.
okay.
Dude, how are you getting so much distance on
Holy
every one of
Crazy
these?
shots.
Again,
Wow, that was
I'm
a
built
beautiful
different.
shot.
I'm built.
EG.
This is why you're the sub-hour record
That was a
holder.
crazy shot. That was insane.
This is why he's the king.
But
you said the thing.
there's two things that I'm actually glad about with my AGDQ run. One was that it didn't have double shot because it was funnier because of that. Sorry, 3. The other was everybody went in blind. The crowd, my commentators, my host. And then the other thing that I think was even funnier that made the run as funny as it was that we didn't finish. I think that it's the best run that ever got mercy killed at GDQ. Let's be completely honest, okay?
I think that's just the epitome of Grandma.
I literally, shout out to Helix. Helix came up to me backstage and was like, I want you to know that if I was able to let that run go forever, I would have, but we were already 2 hours behind. And I'm like, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go play this one safe because there's buildings
Grandma
here.
really does bring people together.
Grandma brings so many people together. Again, the fact that we literally I made so many people become friends with each other because of this one game is kind of concerning. Also,
We have a whole Discord now.
like Karate Man said,
Grandma brings people
Karate Man
together.
was there at SGDQ, his first ever SGDQ, and his first day there, and I asked him to run this game because he just happened to walk by the setup, and his life was forever changed.
True.
I mean,
this
to be
is
fair, I
fine.
already knew you through different.
Yeah,
speedrun
we
conventions.
knew
It was my
each
first
other.
GDQ
Me and
as well.
Bob knew each other.
But like,
I didn't know anyone. That was my
Hey.
first time to any GDQ.
That was your first time knowing me. It was me being like, would you like to whack Grandma with a golf club on a game that looks like it's played on MS Paint?
Honestly, this would probably
You
run
know,
better if it was on MS Paint.
All right, we're gonna.
You know,
At least it would have an
honestly-
excuse then.
honestly, I think it would be pretty funny if somebody tried to run golf with your grandmother on their toaster.
Oh yeah, someone.
think that
Okay,
would work
someone
great.
in the chat also reminded me. Yeah, my friend Cell in the chat. We met at PAX West, which actually I'm going to be going to PAX West again this year. By the way, I'm going to be running Mario Kart World there. So make sure to tune in this weekend for that. I'll be going to Seattle for that. But at PAX West last year, I introduced myself to Cell by being like, "Hey, have you heard about golf with your grandmother?"
Is that just how you introduce yourself to everybody?
no way.
Because that was because AGDQ submissions hadn't opened then, and I was like, I have an awful block game that I'd like to show you. As we were waiting in line to play Echoes of Wisdom.
Incredible.
All right, so this level also sucks. This is in my opinion where the levels get absurdly difficult, level 25 onwards. So let's launch her. But thankfully, with the glitch, we can get on the outside here, which makes this much easier because again, we don't have to worry about those spiked balls.
Yeah, imagine going through all of that. Couldn't be me.
Definitely has been me a year ago. Grandma?
Yeah, definitely
thank
has
God.
been you at one point.
Again, that does have
Oh,
collision.
close.
That
Wow, that
does
was
have
really
collision.
close.
It's very tight to hit it, but on the world record pace, sometimes you get hit there, and it's annoying.
Gave
Grandma
Grandma a
likes to
haircut.
hit the obstacles.
Grandma's had many haircuts.
Sometimes you just get bladed.
Actually, you know what?
It'd be like that.
Chat
sometimes.
and Con, because I don't think Con knows this. You know what? I have a
Okay.
question for you. Feel free to guess.
All right. Okay.
How many hours do you think I have in this game?
Ooh, okay. We talked. So I remember when you ran this for my show the first time we talked about hours played, but now there are other appearances, world record grinds. I'm gonna say you're up to. I'm gonna say you're up to 60 hours now.
Ooh, okay. Anybody in chat have a guess? feel free to take some guesses. How much of my life do you think I wasted?
Wait.
The
Clarifying
answer is
question.
too much.
Clarifying question. When you were teaching everybody this at GDQ, were they running off of
They
your
were running on
account?
Karate Man's account, actually.
No, we were on a bunch of
okay.
different accounts.
They were on my account.
On your account.
Karate Man.
You were on my account first.
Crossovers.
I'm gonna stick with 60 then.
Yeah, King J's account.
It was my account
That's
first
saying
for the first day.
300.
Oh my goodness, it's Swiss cheese.
Okay, someone said
Crazy.
Some people said 300. What? All right.
Wow, Bob,
Tone it
you
down
like
a little.
cheese, don't you?
Okay, surprisingly, a lot of people guessed higher than what it actually is. It's 41. We checked right before this run. But that's still
42
way
now.
more hours than anybody should put into this game. I'm just saying.
At least I was
That
in
is
the
nearly
vicinity.
2 full days of your life just put straight into grandma.
Okay,
Yeah,
can
I
you
have
32 and a
reword
half
that,
on
please?
Pause.
Please reword that.
Pause. Sorry, sometimes you don't think before you say things.
Agron, how many
wouldn't be
hours
the
do you have
first
on
time.
your Steam? Because you said you were never going to purchase this game, and now you're the record holder in 5-hole.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I have 28 hours in this game. 28
And that's
many.
just from SGDQ until now.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta
That's
get to the
28
end.
too bad.
Oh, that's a very bad shot. Ooh, that's really bad.
Blue X2 was the closest guest. Congrats.
That is wow. She went sideways and not even forward. That's rough. No, okay. Grandma, no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the RNG with the
sometimes
double
your double
shots.
shots just go in random directions. We did mention that.
Thankfully,
I
that's
think honestly,
just
it's
thankfully we have a lot of
balancing
power.
out.
Yeah,
King J's been getting some ridiculous distance on shots. It had to go straight left at some point.
that's very true. Yes, someone in chat just
He
said
wasn't
crazy. I always love having chat open for these shorts.
Yeah, sometimes the best way to recover from a poor double shot is to just go back to the fairway.
Yes.
Or just risk
And
it with another double shot.
We're definitely no.
True.
Definitely
And then you
No,
go further
that's
left.
your way of recovering it, not my
Further
way.
away from the course. Yep.
Definitely
more
do not
time.
do that.
All right, Grandma, we're
That's
almost.
how you find out if the
we're
out of bounds
almost
works.
there. Almost to this hole. Then
We're glitch hunting.
Then we're moving on to the scary ones. The last 4 holes are truly terrifying. A lot of random stuff can happen. It's not fun. I will say though,
Yeah, unfortunately.
we are sub-hour pace right now, which is really awesome. I would love to get sub-hour. I think that'd be a great way to go out on this game, because sub-hour was thought to be like impossible, and then now it's, I've gotten it 2 times in the past 48 hours, so who knows?
People always think
Okay,
some hours
you know-
impossible.
Yeah. Like, can somebody tell me why it's always sub-hour? Like,
Grandma, are you
come on,
good?
guys? We're speedrunners.
Big round
Of
number.
course, we're gonna break the hour.
If you guys want to talk about getting a haircut, what just happened? That was a haircut and a half right there.
It's always sub-hour.
So this is hole 27. This is a... Cryman, you love this hole, right? This hole's your favorite.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
This hole's
This
great.
is where the run really begins.
That is very true.
Yeah, we
Oh,
made it to
it's
the
just-
halfway point, guys.
We're good. Very
The
good.
whole beginning here, these first 3 sets of obstacles are just the worst. There's multiple spinning swords above your head.
okay, we're good. We're okay.
There's
my
moving
God.
blocks of wood that are the worst.
Okay, I'm
to
gonna
try
wait
and
for
time
this to
your
go
shot
down,
through.
and then we're just gonna shoot forward. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna charge.
Wait,
up here.
guys, actually, I'm pretty sure this is a new asset. We initially said that.
That is true. We haven't
You
seen
know.
those yet. Let's go.
That's what I was thinking. I just
Hole
don't think anything
27
that
has
was-
a new asset.
Isn't the
That's
wood the
crazy.
edge of the course?
Oh,
No.
that's a good point. Is it
Well,
different?
I mean, it is,
It might be
but it's
different. I
being
feel like they're
used
just
as a
stretching
hazard.
it.
Yeah. It's being used.
Oh,
as a
that's not a
hazard,
good
so I
shot.
don't think it's very different.
Yeah, but the first half of this course is just like moving wood and swords above your head, which is an awful combination. And then the latter half
Okay.
is all circles you have to aim for. So it's very hard.
So I'm actually worried about the
Yeah,
par
this
here
could
because
be
the
2
par
different
is
holes.
not the most lenient. We have 20 to get here, so I can only do a few more double shots. I hope they're nice.
I think we typically hit this in like 18. So yeah, it's very tight.
Yeah, I think one time I made this in 19 actually, and the most recent run I did. So okay, that's fine. That'll make it over. To that patch of grass over to the side.
That patch of grass.
I mean, that's like what the fairway.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
I believe the golf term is the fairway.
I was about to say, if you're playing this game, you got to learn the golf terms.
You think Tiger Woods would play this
I
game?
mean, you got the golf hat on and everything. I don't know.
I feel like anybody who wants to be a pro golfer has to play this game as like exposure therapy.
You feel that
Their
way.
To show how
punishment if
much
they
worse
don't
it
do
could
well.
be.
Yeah, if you don't get a hole in one. Okay, that's good. I think it'll make it. If not, we can.
That gets you most of the way.
Yeah, we might have to take a little pit stop over here on this bottom one down here.
So,
You got
I'm
6
actually
shots
not.
left.
I'm actually not sure if this is a thing, but like, does
There we go.
Golf with Your Friends have like a custom level editor? Because I would personally
Make
love
this.
to see, the whole Golf
Remake
with Your
Golf with
Grandmother
Your Grandmother
course
with better
remade
physics.
in Golf with Your Friends.
Yeah, honestly, we do need a golf with your grandmother.
I think
remake.
that would be amazing. I think that would be.
multiplayer.
We need the
Grandma.
PlayStation 5 port so I can get a platinum trophy video on this game. That's what we need.
Wait. Multiplayer golf with your grandmother, golf with your grandparents.
Golf with your grand friends.
Oh no!
All right, there we go. We made it. Let's go. Wait, maybe we did. Grandma, get in the hole.
Come on,
Oh,
Grandma,
Grandma, you
just ragdoll a little
plummeted too
further.
fast.
Grandma, you're so close. Look how tired she is. She's like, I've been at this for 40 minutes. You gosh darn kids.
She's been hit with a golf
40
club like
minutes too
200
long,
times.
to be honest.
So.
That is
Yeah, are we-
true.
are
We gotta
we
be
giving her,
nice
like,
to her.
Are we breaking her back? Are we doing some chiropractic work?
We've been
Like,
giving
what's going
her
on here?
we've been giving her a fair few strokes, and not the one that causes a heart attack. Yeah, like.
This is it, folks. Final 3.
So this is
the one
actually
everybody
the worst
loves.
hole in the game. This is by far the
Yeah.
worst.
This glass is new, isn't it?
Oh crap! You're right.
So no. So technically, the glass is just a recoloring of the same asset of the other holes from earlier.
Oh, it's
right.
just transparent.
Yeah.
All right, so
The
Karate
least amount
Man,
of work.
I'm gonna shout you out again for this. Karate Man did some all holes runs. The first time he played this game and did an all holes run, he beat this in 5 minutes, and he was like, "Oh, 5 minutes. This is an easy hole. We're good, guys." This how long did it take you? Like 16 minutes.
First run today or second run today was 16 minutes, and I quit on hole 28. Third run today was 20 minutes, and I continued.
Yeah, this one's rough.
Or it was 20 minutes on hole 29. I don't know. It was rough. I spent like a combined 36 minutes on these holes.
Yeah. So part of the reason why hole 28 is hard and bad is because, again, our double shots aren't the most consistent direction-wise. Height-wise and distance-wise, I think they're relatively consistent, or you can make them relatively
You can
consistent.
make
with
them. It has
practice.
to do with the timing of the
Direction?
space bar, we think.
Direction definitely gets skewed more often than not.
Speaking of which,
And
we're going places.
Yeah, like the direction could do
Grandma
with the
is
wind,
moving.
her rotation, how the club hits her. Like there's just nothing consistent.
How grandma's feeling today, her mood,
If she had a big lunch.
True.
how she's feeling.
Yeah. So today was my first time playing this hole, regrettably, and I'm pretty sure I counted that you need to do 4 double shots once you launch off of the main fairway after the glass transfer.
Today was a lot of people molding at this hole.
So 4 double shots into single shots onto small circles. Not very fun.
I think we're going to
Not very
go over here. I think this is safer.
I think anyone who plays this game, they enjoy part of it, but deep down they regret it.
This game is fun in concept. Like the reason why I even submitted to GDQ is like this is so stupid. The audience is gonna love it. I don't even care if I play bad. Like this is a showcase, not a speedrun.
I honestly wish I had been in the live audience for this. It probably would have been hilarious.
Oh my god, the live audience was so good during this. I'm dead.
Hey.
Coming out of nowhere.
Wow.
And once again, that's
Wow, dude,
why this level sucks, because that also can happen.
Yeah, that's like a
dude,
2.5 minute time loss.
just
Yeah, so these
Literally
levels are
came
also
out.
very long when you get to the end. So you gotta, if you die, you get stepped back like 2 or 3 minutes.
It is
Yeah,
very
I was-
unforgiving.
Okay, well, we're just gonna reset that.
that's great. Honestly, that is fantastic.
That's part of the hard part is these first 2 walls, they're tall and they're a little bit spaced out. So getting over both in a single shot is pretty tough.
Yeah, I typically try to get over both of them. You know what? I might just go under this one.
I think honestly the strat is to shoot a little off to the right side.
Okay, never mind, we're gonna
and
die.
then just shoot back onto the fairway.
Oh,
I would agree.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Go off to the side and around the second wall. A little bit easier.
Yeah, that's a strat on one of the
There we
holes I've
go.
ran.
Typically, you want to do
I don't
this and get
remember
like
this
enough height
game.
that you can go over both. That's what I usually try to do, so I can just do this.
I mean, funnily enough, a lot of the techniques that you use in the first 5 holes carry on through to the rest of the game. So, unironically, Golf with Your Grandmother has a really good fundamental basics of building your skill
I
set,
wouldn't go as far to say
which is hilarious.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I'd say that. It's a lot of the same.
Yeah, you know, a lot of it.
You know,
is
the
applied knowledge of
mental
same
stress
stuff.
it causes you. It's pretty much the same the whole way through.
Yeah. You know,
maybe
just
that
with more
increases.
hazards and more variability of bad double shots. It's great.
Nice, pretty good. I'm definitely the only person who like genuinely cared to try to optimize this category. But like,
Nah, we're gonna have an all holes task. Give me a moment.
oh god.
Oh.
Also, someone
I
said
did
that
try
grandmother
doing a
managed to say
crude
game
task.
over. That's not grandmother saying it. All the speaking lines in this game, that's a child. Okay, like I don't want to.
The kid pisses me off.
I don't. Thank you, twitch.tv/BobLovesCheese. Where do I even go from here? Where's the best place? Is there a spot below me? I don't even know.
Go overview.
I guess that's true.
We haven't even shown that off at all.
Yeah, I think it's. I think
Oh,
it's a
that
spot
is
below
a
me.
feature.
So for whatever reason, there's an overview cam which allows you to see the whole course
Yeah,
from the
there
top.
we go. Nice.
It's usually pretty useless, but
Yeah, it's not that
It's actually
helpful.
useful
Games are
here
really
because like,
bad
you need
camera.
that bird's eye view sometimes.
It's just
Yeah,
impossible
this
to
game
see
is a
grandma on
really
it, though.
bad camera. So.
You-
Remember
can
how I
kinda
said
see
we were
when
on
she's
sub-hour
moving.
pace? I think that's dead now, but that's okay.
No.
Oh, that's
Oh, where am I going? Where are you going? Grandma? No, come back. Grandma? Okay, now this. I think Grandma's dead now, actually. This is not good.
oh no.
Let's see if I can get this.
Do a YOLO double.
Just double back to the course.
Wait,
and pray.
we might be good, actually. Wait, that was huge.
Did you hit this?
I
Oh,
think you
man,
might
baby.
survive.
Let's go.
The king of
Dude.
grandma.
Oh,
Crazy
Let's
shot.
go.
okay, we're
What a
good.
recovery.
Oh, my
What a
God.
recovery.
Don't want it to ragdoll.
Grandma, stop
That's
ragdolling. Stay
incredible.
right there.
Grandma did not want to
Stay.
survive.
Yeah, face first in the grass. Is exactly where we want her.
Okay, I think we might be good here with this shot. I think we might actually be able to just make it from here. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I
the
would say
dreaded
so.
hole 28.
Oh yeah, you're good.
As long as we get the air shot. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, one of the worst holes in the game. Done. Let's go. I'm so worried about that every time I play this game.
Fantastic.
That could have been way worse.
All right.
Now, personally, I think the next one's worse, but that's just me.
I don't think this
Well,
one's
Don't
that
worry, because
bad.
Joey's gonna get it first
I
try.
don't think this one's that bad,
Oh,
mainly
100%.
because there is a way to cheese it. It's another one of these ones where you could go on the outside of the wall. You can just avoid all of the hard stuff. But there is the RNG of the spinning blades again, so we have to watch out for that.
So, not to put any pressure on, we are not on world record pace, but we are
literally
on
are not
sub-hour
on world
pace.
record.
We are on sub-hour
we are
pace.
definitely not on world record.
So my world record, like I said, finishes in 3 minutes. My world record gets a perfect 29 and 30. It doesn't die in those levels at all. It's actually kind of cracked at that. So, which means if I'm tied going into world record on these levels, I know I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
But that's a good shot right now. We'll definitely be able to get to the outside here.
A great shot.
All right. So now we just gotta make sure we do this. All right, that should be good. We're gonna bounce.
Once again, the developer
Oh,
did not
no,
put any
Grandma.
obstacles on the outside here, except
Oh.
those stick out of bounds.
That's
Well, not out of
so
bounds, but
annoying.
Through the wall.
Yeah, if you look at the
Yeah.
bottom there, the blades are actually spinning through the planks. That's also how you know this game is well designed. They really took the time to do that. Okay, that might be too fast. Okay,
I always
good.
have the problem of hitting too fast onto these circles.
I'm so
It's
worried about it,
easy to
yeah.
slip off.
All right. So we might not hit sub-hour. It's going to be tighter to hit sub-hour now.
It'll be a little tight. Possible.
That's okay. It's still possible.
He's just building up hype.
True. We got to barely hit it. We got to get like a 59.
Exactly.
Dang,
we can
right
have to
down the
retime
wire?
to see if it was some hour.
Guys, wait, guys. Remember, this is a par 27.
A par. Yeah.
We're
Keep
at
in
par.
mind. Remember when the par was like 7? Now we have par 27. Oh my God, Grandma! Come on.
7, like single digit
There's
number,
no
sure,
way.
but part 27 is
No.
so random.
Oh.
That happened again. That happened twice. That's crazy.
Well, I think sub-hour might be dead now.
It's got to be perfect from here on for sub hour.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Again, my estimate's 115, so
Yeah, of course.
This is why our estimate's so high, because you can't.
Well, actually, you could still
Grandma,
probably pull-
I hate
pull
you.
30.
Grandma, stop rolling out of bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
it's
longer
definitely
this takes,
just
the
a
more
little
time we get with.
That is true. Who's the real
Oh, yeah,
winner here?
true. Bond with your grandma.
You're with my grandma right now?
Not your grandma. Whoever this person's grandma is.
I'm spending good quality time with this random child's grandmother.
Bonding time with grandma.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
whose grandma? I'm not sure.
If this was your childhood, I got some questions.
You know, honestly, I'm starting to think the developer had some pent-up energy against their grandmother.
Maybe.
I would think so. The grandson seems like he's having a lot of fun whacking at Granny here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Instead of whack-a-mole, he played whack-a-granny. All right, come on. Actually, don't get hit this time. Okay, that was close again. That was... Oh my god, these blades are not nice to me today.
That's one of the worst parts about this is you can't like prepare for this. It's just complete random.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even upset about that, because there's nothing I could have done. I could have hit that shot like the exact same way 20 times, and sometimes you get hit, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you just get bladed. Is what it
Grandma,
is.
This gives
what
me
you
Happy
doing?
Wheels vibes. Definitely gives Happy Wheels vibes. It's got the same amount, I mean, if you saw more failing,
that's
it's got the same amount of
far, but that's okay. We can still make it.
Spewing
It's
out.
still good.
I definitely would not be surprised if the developer took inspiration from Happy Wheels.
Uh-oh, Granny's not freezing. Oh, Granny did freeze.
Grandma, I don't know if you can make this back, actually.
Fly, Granny, fly.
No.
Maybe?
Nah, she doesn't make it. I mean, maybe we get the glitch where you can shoot out of bounds.
Oh.
No.
That is unfortunate.
29, man. 29's a hard one. It's rough.
Yeah, 29 is my personal least favorite.
I still think 28 is harder, but now I'm seeing why you don't like 29. The more I'm playing
They're
it.
both
now
rough
we
in their own
know.
regards.
And 30's also hard. 30's hard, but like I think it's only hard because of how long it is. 30 is just difficult. And that is the final
Grandma
course.
likes
We're on the
30
last two.
only-
So.
I think 30 is only bad because it's the last hole, and you definitely have like some last hole nerds.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're going.
Like,
we're going
honestly,
this
I was
side, I guess.
practicing 30, and it's not that bad.
I guess we're
Like,
going to the
compared
left.
20 and 29, 30's.
That's what you've been missing.
That's true. Now that we're going to the left, we won't get
You
hit.
Follow Grandma. Grandma decides. She is taking the lead here.
Oh, what? I didn't double shot.
Grandma
Excuse you.
decides the direct.
I did.
Oh,
I did not double shot.
all right. Well,
That's part of the jank of this game. Sometimes you don't spam the space bar.
Okay, well let's see if we get the out of bounds thing here. Let's see if
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the levels where we would actually want it to be there, it's just not there, man.
This is just unfortunate. This is not the level I thought I was going to lose a lot of time on. It just happens though.
I'm pretty sure the out of bounds thing is only there in holes 3 through 5 and that small section in 8 that Bob and I found.
Yeah.
Again, the ones that you don't need it either. Like
pretty much.
I mean, eight makes it a whole lot better, but yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Honestly, using an 8 is pretty nice.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
just
good.
the strat in 8. You just double out of bounds the whole time.
We're in
As long as the
we're
first-
in a tree right now.
Good thing it doesn't have a hitbox. It's just decoration.
No. That's actually not true. A lot of the trees in these later holes have collision.
Oh,
I would
just
know.
the early
I
levels
was
don't have
strat testing
collision?
earlier. Correct.
Man, I love this
I
game.
think it's 'cause- and only parts of it has collision too.
You can tell the developer really took time and care when making this game.
Yes,
Of course.
definitely.
Actually, I'm
Lot of love.
pretty sure it was while I was playing hole 30 for the first time. I'm pretty sure I did a trick shot off of the tree and it bounced me back onto the fairway. I'm like, that was
I did not mean to go all the way up here. But
I
that's
wish I was
okay.
recording and I wasn't. I'm like, that's actually insane.
I think the
You
first time I
land
did hole
on top of
29,
the wall.
I somehow landed on top of the wall and I just kept doing single shots all the way through.
I'm just gonna.
He just died.
No, I
He did
didn't
a sound
die.
effect, didn't he?
No,
I thought
no, he
made one,
laughed.
too.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
I don't think you're standing up.
No, he would have died.
I would have died already. It would have given me the
Would you?
text.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm definitely starting to think the
Vintage
more
jank.
like,
Why am I going this high?
We look
Stop
at
going
this-
just straight up.
oh my goodness.
I mean, that's fine. This works.
Yeah, this is fine, I think.
Oh, Okay. Cool. I guess we'll
Incredibly dumb.
do this
Wait,
then.
how?
It means you can double from there. That's
I
crazy.
guess we'll just
I love
double
that.
it. Sure, why
That
not?
works.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Good freeze again midair.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Unreal, man.
All right, and we should be back in here as long as I don't get sliced. Oh my god. Okay, we're good.
Aw. One more double would have cleared the whole section.
One more double and we're out of the scary part, thankfully. Now again, if this looks any amount of fun to you, which if it does, I don't know what's up with you, feel free to check out this game on Steam. And join the Discord.
Five hole is legitimately fun when you're first trying to grind it. Once it gets down,
Once you get down to sub 4, you're gonna hate it, but that's okay.
Once you hit sub 4, it's fine. After that,
Just
anything further, don't bother.
Pack it in. If you get sub 4, you should feel
I
accomplished.
mean, you shouldn't. I mean, you definitely shouldn't.
Okay,
bother.
so
And then
sub
there's
hours
people
dead.
like
That's
me.
okay. Let's get this 10x at least. Let's just get
You
underestimate.
definitely shouldn't bother. And then there's people like me that were like, I'm gonna optimize this for some unknown reason.
I will say the all holes world record now is pretty impressive because of like its end game. It does still have some big deaths
Very
in it,
clean
but
endgame.
but like the end game it's so hard to compare against that now. So
I mean, honestly, not dying in the last 3 holes is genuinely
I
impressive.
did die in 28, I think.
Oh,
in
did
your
you?
world record,
Oh,
you
my
got through
bad.
28, 29, and 30 in a combined 10 minutes. 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so this is
Wow.
the last hole of the game, by the way. I really enjoyed our time, but it does have to come to a close, unfortunately. I didn't
And
enjoy
there's
28
more
and 29,
houses.
but no one
There's
does.
more houses.
There's more houses.
Grandma's
And they're
house
I
multicolored.
missed one
last
I'm excited
hole.
for more houses.
They're rainbow houses.
You know, I genuinely want to know who lives in these houses and feel very sorry for them.
up we go to
These do
heaven.
not look like very nice houses to live in.
Literally, look up at the skybox.
Yeah, it's literally heaven. All right, we're gonna go down. I like these shots because I literally just like whack.
Wait. Is that the story of this game? Is Grandma on her way to heaven?
Sending Grandma to
hole
heaven?
30?
No way.
I don't
You're
think when they
sending
said
her to heaven.
when they said stairway to heaven, I
you're
don't
right.
think this is
You're
what they
so
meant.
right.
Actually lure and golf with your grandmother.
I would not go that far.
I mean, if this, I'm gonna be honest. If this is heaven, I don't know if I want to go.
No. You're sending her to heaven. This is the skybox is like you're getting there.
No,
Once
dude,
she's in the
she's
hole,
going
there.
to heaven.
Oh, this is
Going
this
to
is her
heaven.
like retributions for all
Right,
the
right,
bad
right,
things. she did
That's
exactly.
to us.
fine. I like how you guys were talking about this. And I'm just like, all right, let's get to this hole here. I think I'm fine here. It's gonna be close.
I mean, to be honest, it's mostly the same stuff. You're trying to land on tiny circles that everybody hates. There's big
What
houses,
heaven are you
there's
at?
windmills.
Good old 2D housing. Hey, what's wrong with these houses? They have beautifully large lawns in front of them.
All right, that should be good to get over the
And you
house.
don't want a
like
windmill
waving
on your
traps.
house.
Yeah, who
Damn
doesn't want
big
sharp objects
traps.
spinning from the front of their house?
It's a good
That's
defense
great,
mechanism.
dude.
That is true.
It'll keep grandmas out unless she knows how to double.
Ain't no way.
Oh, I don't think I'm living this. I don't think I'm living this. Come on, Grandma.
You got it, grandma.
Oh, yes.
We live!
No way.
That is crazy.
No way you survived
faith.
that. That is insane.
That's insane.
How did you live?
If I get first try hole
Good
30, I consider that a win.
Gracious.
After the
would
turmoil
definitely
in
be a
hole
win.
29, yeah, I'd take it.
All right, up we go. Here we go. I have no
Purgatory
idea.
is just getting
Speaking-
golfed by a grandchild.
I have no idea how
Also
close we
speaking-
are. You know what? We're just gonna,
Also
we're gonna take it
speaking-
safe. We're gonna go right over here.
Yeah. Speaking of the absurd par amounts, do you think the
Oh no.
tested the par
We're fine,
amounts,
I think.
or do you think
Whoa.
they were just
Why
like
did you go that way?
assigning random numbers? Like, like how'd they come up with 27
35.
for 29 and 35 for
They probably played the game and were like,
doesn't make
let's
sense.
add like 10 to whatever I can't do.
Okay, so I'm going to set this up. I'm going to set this up
Whatever I
hopefully
can.
perfectly so that I can do one really good far shot and make it to the very end without having to do any of this. So let's see if I
now
can
that
get
you
this.
said you're going to specifically get this shot, it's going to go completely wrong.
Oh,
Send Grandma
that's
to
huge.
heaven.
That's huge.
Go.
That's
Go.
huge.
Oh, go,
Wait.
grandma, go.
Oh, we might hit the spike. We might hit the
she's
spike.
going.
No.
No.
No way.
No way.
No
No
way.
way.
Oh Oh my god!
Right on the
I
money.
didn't stand a chance.
Grandma, we were
There's
so
no way,
close.
dude. The final obstacle
Literally
to
the
get to
last
heaven.
obstacle.
Destroyed. Obliterated.
Oh man, that would have been like a 102. I would have been fine with that, man.
I don't think chat's hype enough. They were not ready to see the ending to
no.
hole 30. We had to play it one more time.
Yeah, it's true. Look, I can't just one shot the final hole. Okay, holes 29 and 30 and 28 would feel bad.
We said
To
these
be
holes
fair,
were
in hole
hard, and we
30s
meant it. We gotta show them all.
Yeah. To be fair, in Hole 30's defense, I was bashing it. I was not giving it enough credit. I'm like, it's definitely easier than 28 and 29, but it is definitely no slash. You still have to keep your guard up.
Yeah, it's still rough, but you can definitely skip a lot of it.
Very hard.
All right, it's okay. Chat, we still got time. We're good. And if you want to see world record attempts, not until after PAX, but feel free to follow my Twitter.
And committing to the grind. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm really tempted after my world record today that still had a lot of deaths. And then I did another run right before this where it actually was like ahead of that. And I was I was at the point where I was almost sub 50 pace. So it kind of makes me want to
50 pace.
Yeah, it kind of makes me want to keep going more. Again, who knows when I'll do that, but I run a lot of 3D platformers, not just the bad ones, but some good ones too.
Yeah. I personally was not streaming this game when I was grinding 5-hole, but for whatever reason, if I ever get the itch to do this,
you shouldn't.
Maybe you'll see me stream it.
I'd say even though the Awfully Silly is ending, we will not let Golf with Your Grandmother end.
We will not let the Awfully Silly games end.
Die. It will not die.
We will be silly ourselves.
Continue on.
GDQ or not.
We will be awful and silly.
I mean, it's GDQ tradition to set it up in the practice room now.
Tradition the one time we did it? Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's how traditions start.
All right, we're going to...
That is true.
Do this again, Grandma.
That is true. Bob has a great...
Oh, I'm going straight forward. That's not good, but that's okay.
The one time.
Every year we come together to lower the 5-hole record by a second.
1 second.
I mean, it's already at 325, so I'm
okay. It's already at 325.
Okay, boys.
I genuinely don't know if I could beat my own record.
Okay, boys.
Listen,
hear me out.
It is possible. I tasked hole 1 and got 25 seconds.
Hear me out.
I definitely know it's
next
possible.
GDQ in the practice room. One hole per person. 30 people. Golf with your grandmother relay.
Oh
yes,
that'd be kind of fire.
That would be grandmother relay. Oh my god.
All right, let's try this again. Okay, we're just gonna go around it. All right.
So the question is which poor suckers get stuck with 28, 29, and 30?
I think I'm just gonna full it.
And King J.
I think I'm just gonna full shot it.
Darn.
We're just gonna do it. All right, we're good. We made it. We made it. Let's go. So the last time we did this, our estimate
Grandma's
was
going to heaven. Let's go.
The last time we did this, our estimate was an hour and a half, and I got a 122. I am content with a 10x with how bad those last holes were. We're good. So get ready on time. Time is going to be when the "You Win" text box shows up. It is coming up in just a little bit. Maybe she can Tokyo drift in. Let's go! There we go. There we go.
Way to end it. Oh, and a fast
You won.
load.
You won.
The game.
You won! Exclamation mark. The game.
I've never seen that before.
Oh
So
my goodness. Dude, I pointed that out earlier, and I was just like, that's not
that,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, is Golf with Your Grandmother. This is the only game I've ever ran that I would consider an awful block game, so it's an honor. I got to show it off as many times as I have at GDQ. So thank you to my commentators for joining, because again, now we actually have runners of this game. If you would like to join them and run 5 holes, if you want to be a madman and run all holes, and join me in this craziness, feel free to join the Discord. There's a link to it on the speedrun.com page for this game, because yes, that also exists now. Yeah, do you have any shoutouts before I get my final shoutouts? You three?
Sure, yeah. So I stream and speedrun as well on Twitch and YouTube. A lot of Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Odyssey stuff and mods. But I also did just put out a scripted video on golf with your grandmother this Saturday. So if you want to check that out, youtube.com/@karateman.
I sometimes stream and speedrun on twitch.tv/awesome_agron. Sometimes.
Just sometimes.
And I also not really sometimes even, but hey, Bob loves cheese just as it is on the stream.
Hey, punch shots
I
in the
can't.
chat.
I don't
Let's
even
go, let's
have.
go.
I don't even have anything to market for myself. It's just go ahead, Joey.
As for me, like I said, I'm going to be at PAX. If anybody's going to PAX West, I will be there running Mario Kart World 30 Tracks Classic. Very honored that I get to do that. That will be Saturday, this coming Saturday night. I'm the final run of that day. My Twitch is KingJ0444. I don't just run this game. I actually run stuff like all the 3D Mario games. I run Astrobot. I run the only game that matters, which is this one. And then
You run a lot of games.
I run many games. Donkey Kong Bonanza as well. But lastly, I do want to give a quick shout out to my girlfriend for some reason staying with me, even though I speedrun this game. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna miss this show so much, dude.
Well, thank you so
Bye,
much.
Awfully silly.
Yeah. Hey, you and me both. We're gonna miss this show for sure. But thank you, all of you, for being on there. Also, always a good idea to shout out your girlfriend, partner, whatever. I do it every time I do a run too. So good call on that. This was one of the most voted for games out of everyone who voted for this episode, and I think it's for a good reason. It's silly, it's perfect, it's completely janky, and nobody else would have played it otherwise. So thank you for putting it on and showing it to the masses. I think that's definitely an understated part of running an awful or silly game is showcasing what makes them actually really good speedruns or really funny or really engaging in some way. So I appreciate that. For everybody else out there, we have one last game to close out all of Awfully Silly. But before we do that, we're going to take a little bit of a break here. So feel free to get up, stretch, maybe let's call a grandparent as opposed to hitting them with a golf club. But we'll see you here in just a few short
No
minutes.
more abusing your grandparents.
Yeah.
Hopefully you weren't doing that in the first place. God.
Alrighty, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. If you're just tuning in, we are doing a best of episode as our finale, our grand finale. Awfully Silly is at an end, and this is not only the last episode of Awfully Silly, but this is going to be the last run of Awfully Silly as well. Before we get there, though, I want to remind everyone of a few things. First of all, let's talk a little bit about Flame Fatales. So Flame Fatales, which is GDQ's all-women and femme speedrunning community, is actually prepping for its next event, Flame Fatales. That's coming up in just a couple weeks. It's September 7th through the 14th. You can actually check out the schedule at gamesdonequick.com/schedule/58. You can also type in !FF in the chat for more info on how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Flame Fatales. Second, if you are a Discord user, could not suggest more joining the GDQ official Discord. That you can do so by typing an !Discord in the chat. That you can actually add a hotfix role there as well. That's going to help you stay in the loop on all things hotfix. But you can also check out other things within the server that give you reference to upcoming events, like our mainline events or our side events. You can also chat with staff there and just hang out with people who enjoy the same things you do. So !Discord in Twitch chat to get that invite if you're interested. Lastly, I wanted to thank everybody for supporting GDQ Hotfix with subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, bits cheered, your contributions. Keep these shows running. I would not be able to do a show for 4 years if it wasn't from the people who have helped us get there along the way, namely the people who support this channel. So if you enjoy the stream, consider subscribing. That's going to give you some exclusive emotes. You can check out the chat during replays and also get ad-free viewing. You can also just support us by sharing the GDQ channel with your friends and family. We appreciate that as well. But I believe that is it. Without further ado, I think it is time to get into our last run of the evening. this is maybe the quintessential awful speedrun, maybe of all time, I would say. It's probably the most infamous awful game. It's probably the one that even if you're not super familiar with speedrunning or you're not super familiar with games as a whole, you might have even heard just about how tragic this game was in terms of how it played. Even more so from a speedrun perspective, except I think the speedrun is actually pretty great. And yeah, it's of course Superman for Nintendo 64. And it's we're being joined once again by Brad, who is going to absolutely just crush this at whatever resolution you see fit. So Brad, show us how it's done once again, one more time.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. Hi, I'm Brad Harmar. I am a big fan of this game. I don't know why. It got its hooks in me, and I haven't stopped playing it. I'm also joined tonight by One Pint. You can go first.
Hi, One Pint Too Many.
And
Hungry Ed, some guy.
They continue to encourage me to try and tear this game apart further and further to find what kind of silly things we can do in it. So before we get started, we need to make two adjustments. Adjustment one, since it's an any percent run, we're going to start by playing on easy mode. Easy mode skips all the ring flights. So the most infamous part of this game, we set it to easy mode and it's gone. The other thing we need to do is we need to actually start the game to change one other setting to make it work. So we get to watch this opening cutscene in its full glory, and then we'll change the setting, go back to the menu, and give a real countdown. So the fun thing about Superman 64 is the game actually runs faster when you shrink the display size in the settings here. So we're going to do 60% for most of the run, and we'll do a little bit of 20% just as a goodbye gift for Conception. So
I appreciate that.
We're at 60%. We've got our easy mode. I'm going to double check just so I don't... Yep, we're good. Okay. So I'll give a countdown here in 3, 2, 1, go. And I'll let my commentators do some talking as we get through the opening cutscenes here.
Yeah, for anybody that hasn't noticed, the cutscene, the opening cutscene here is also shrunk down. So
there's no time to waste.
In case you wanted to read the opening text, you couldn't. Too bad.
Oh yes, and Superman's fate has been sealed. Just FYI.
So you want to talk about the basic gameplay structure of how this game works?
Okay, sure. Ed, do you want to feel this one?
Sure. So there are not very many mechanics of this game. There's flying. There's escort missions, which you're watching right now. Basically, Brad has to escort cars. As you can see, he's escorting a crate. There's fighting missions. That car is just really going, isn't it? Wow.
We needed to keep it from hitting the lady pushing her stroller.
I know. And then there's some missions where you're blowing out tornadoes, like they're candles for some reason, so that's always fun. And then there's actual fighting bosses. That's the most important bit, is fighting the bosses, even though we don't, and some of the bosses don't really fight back, so that's the best. That's my favorite part, is the bosses just kind of stare at you.
Not fighting bosses is the best part of Superman 64.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
for anybody who's wondering what the premise for this story is, Lex Luthor has trapped Superman and his friends inside a virtual reality with the help of Brainiac. So if you're wondering why there's really not that many people wandering around Metropolis, well, server issues or something. Who knows?
Do you think Superman is wearing the glasses in real life with the virtual reality helmet, or no?
Well, I think you're supposed to fly into the portal to join the world. It's just a very, very accurate recreation.
Oh, so this is like a anime where he's just going into it living.
Yes.
He got isekai into that. Oh wow.
Yeah. Superman 64 is an isekai. Yes, for sure.
Perfect.
If I was Lex Luthor, right? I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to actually change the outfit that Superman's wearing, right? I mean, really just make him fly around so we get extra ridiculous. Oh, here's our tornadoes. You have to pick up tokens to be able to get your frost breath. So Brad does have to route a little bit in order to get the right amount of power up in order to be able to blow on some tornadoes.
One of them got away from me. Oops, we're fine. There we go.
Just blew away there.
So the worst text we can see the entirety of the run are two simple words. Lex wins, because it means that I did something wrong and I'm gonna have to restart the mission that I'm on. So we never want to see any Lex wins if we can. It's always nice to see a Superman wins, though.
Do you think that Superman, if he can blow out a tornado, do you think he could, like, launch a spitball out of a sousaphone and, like, injure somebody with it?
Probably.
What a question.
All right.
I would assume so.
So here's our first major glitch of the run. We're out of bounds.
Whee!
The takeoff animation that Superman has is very long and has to play out. So if you manipulate him into a corner and start flying, he'll just continue the animation going out of bounds. It's really easy, works on pretty much any 90-degree corner, and breaks a lot of these bigger levels open because they're full of like hallways and corridors, but you can just ignore all of them if you go out of bounds.
Okay, who's ready to see Mala? Anybody? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yep.
Too bad.
I was gonna say, I hope you're not that excited.
She was there somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, somewhere.
All right, there we go.
Guess we're gonna.
There we go. Just ignore the boss. You're good.
Yeah, so you don't fight the boss in that level.
And coming up, we have the Escort the Skateboarding Kid mission.
We get to chuck a couple of mine droppers first. So
that's true. Yeah, we have to.
One very nice thing about this game is these little mini missions are consistent in the way that they start every time. So when you learn patterns, you can do them fast. However, if you ever get off of those patterns, then you're playing Calvin Ball trying to figure out where all the enemies went because they'll just go every which direction. So if you're trying to really grind a record for this game, you have to learn all of the patterns because otherwise they will really get away from you. All right, so here's our friend Timmy the Skater. We're gonna keep him safe.
I wonder, is Timmy another person who got sucked into the portal, or is Timmy just AI?
I have wondered this. Like, why does Superman care so much about saving the virtual inhabitants of this world, or are they real people?
Yeah, that has a moral quandary to it.
Well, are you obligated at that point? If you are a hero, are you obligated to save the virtual people that you're then representing, that you got isekai'd into, right?
Who knows?
So I feel like Superman would say yes. I feel
probably.
I feel like I would say no, but yeah.
So this is one of the great lag reduction strats of the game. You just point the camera up, so that way Superman is not as or he does not render as many things on the screen. So this is not the only time we do this time-saving technique. But this is the longest one. Sorry that you got all your announcements out of the way, Conception. You probably could have done another one here.
Wait, I might have one more.
Those polys.
Oh, go for it.
I'll slide it in there. If for some reason you are watching this at some point in the future, you're probably watching it on YouTube, which is a great spot for you to catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, GDQ marathon runs, etc. So if you're watching this live, youtube.com/gamesdonequick, you want to subscribe so you can catch all those VODs. And if you are watching this on YouTube in the future, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Stay up to date with GDQ.
Right. I have no idea where we are in the run. Because there's not the ring flights, I just rely on that compass in the right corner, and then I just use my splits to remember where we are. So usually I just wait until we get to the next thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where we are. So this is 2 mine droppers. And again, consistent patterns, unless you miss one. All right.
So after this mine dropper, you're heading on to the secret diary quest.
The secret diary that's just laid out on somebody's desk, but only like individual pages.
I think they were just memos faxed over to Lex Luthor.
But again, keep in mind, virtual reality. Either Brainiac or Lex Luthor had to think to have this diary in the simulation.
Wait, okay, if you were going to make a virtual world, would you also include a fax machine?
Well,
In the 90s, you had to.
right?
Yeah,
I'm willing to think that Timmy the Skater Boy was actually the result of Brainiac playing Tony Hawk before, whatever sort of, Red Bull fueled like development cycle that went into creating this. But yeah.
All right, so who wants to explain how we're going to get to those secret diary pages?
Ed.
Yeah, I can do it. So the next mission is basically we're going to go into LexCorp. We're going to headbang our way through the elevator doors, tap into a loading zone, and then we go up into the penthouse suite or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we read his memos, and then we can go out of the window. Like we bust out of the window, property damage. It's great. Make sure you destroy all of your major. Is he gonna get?
All right, it gets a little harder once you start getting shot at.
Come on, you could wiggle your way through.
It's the case with most things too.
There we go.
There he goes. Yeah. So now we just go and read some paper, and then we hopefully fly like a normal human being out the window. But maybe we don't. Sometimes we just headbutt our way out the window.
And you avoid having to talk to somebody too, or there's still some.
You're supposed to fight Brainiac there. We don't bother.
Yeah.
Then there's no time.
And now we go back into mini missions. Yay!
Don't read my diary.
Yeah, so those notes tell you where all your friends are and all the Superman villains who have them. It's supposed to be a long puzzle-filled maze, but that door has bad collisions, so you can just get to the end right away.
Now we get to the part where Brad can get shot multiple times by multiple rockets.
Oh, yep, and I'm going to.
Yeah, I was gonna say he is.
Oh, this is not going well for me. Okay, thank you for taking out your friend. You're a real pal.
You're a real one there.
Nope. We might get a Lex wins here because I am struggling to. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, Lex wins.
Lex wins.
Thankfully, this one is very close, so restarting it doesn't take all that long. There are a couple where you have to fly like the entire length of the city, so it takes like 20-some seconds to get back to where you were. But this is the worst mini mission in the entire game. All 5 of these enemies are very good at taking away Superman's health. And keep in mind, we're playing on easy, so they do less damage. Oh, there was a rocket that was out for me. All right, there's the one mine dropper.
I was gonna say, there's the mine dropper.
And Superman's field of view is not great, so you really have to...
I mean, it looks great to me.
All right, there's the second one, and gotta find a third one. There you are. All right, we're gonna play it safe a little bit by not trying to follow it around and accidentally get blown up. Great, perfect. One weird quirk of this game, a lot of times, probably to avoid Superman clipping out of bounds when he spawns in, he like falls a couple of units when he spawns. But for one frame, when the game loads, he's seen as standing on something. So if you manage to do take off on that frame, he'll just jump off of nothing. And each time you get that, it saves about 2 seconds. So if you can do all of them, it adds up over the run.
Anyone can jump off of nothing. It's Superman.
Well, it's actually funnier when he doesn't though, because he sort of just flops around like a fish. Like when he's when he's trying to find his footing, but for some reason, if he's able to jump off of nothing, it's perfectly fine. And he does it like it's nothing at all. So now we're escorting some person, and she's going to be walking along the building here, and we move the one box out of the way because otherwise. You wouldn't make it.
You can't walk around a box for some reason.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Okay, she can't be real. That one has to be a simulation. I refuse to believe that a human, despite like how the disorientation of being in a virtual world, would do that.
So once again, just trying to reduce lag. This is another auto scroller, so the faster we can get the woman to walk around this walkway on a skyscraper, the better off we are. This is the only auto scroller that doesn't have a timer, so you just sort of get to wait. And And then we're headed to one more auto scroller, I think, because this is the leg that's like all auto scrollers. So it's always a bummer if you have to reset after doing this one.
Yeah, we get another skate mission. Even though there's no half pipes, there's tons of city. There's like nothing to do in the city other than just skateboard along, like in the most dangerous areas.
So you get to take out robots and tornadoes and cars. They really tried to showcase all of the assets that they put into this game.
If anybody would also like to play the home game as far as sound effects go, please feel free to make random whooshing sounds at your monitor.
And anytime I punch one of the dark shadows, just and you're in good company with them. All right, so we took care of all the enemies. So once again, camera up. We're going to make sure that we are reducing as much lag as possible so that these kids can skate across this flat surface very quickly. What comes up after this? After this, I guess it's warehouse.
Metallo. It's Metallo, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you want to talk about Metallo?
Yeah. So for warehouse, you're supposed to do a whole lot of things.
You're supposed to rescue Lois Lane.
Yeah, you're supposed to rescue Lois Lane. We never actually see her. Instead, what we do is we just go out of bounds and we fight Metallo. And fight is very loose there because Metallo doesn't know to fight back because you haven't triggered any of the speech bubbles that would cause Metallo to even engage at all. So instead, what we do is we try and back Metallo into a corner and then just box.
Yeah.
What might as well just be like a...
just wail on him mercilessly.
Yeah, it's just a sandbag. I mean...
Yeah, combat in this game is just holding the A button, so very, very easy.
Yeah, honestly, Superman kind of fights like I would, just kind of flailing wildly.
All right, so out of bounds again. We're just going to follow the level geometry. There's a mirror Superman right here. There he goes.
There you go.
And here's Metallo.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what?
Just, that's it. That's the level.
And now he's taking a good old nap.
Then there's no time.
Yeah, there we go. There's one of those first frames where Superman was off the ground and just jumps off of nothing. So when you play this game quite a bit, you start to get used to how long it takes for the game to load, and you can try and get those first frame jumps. Oh, let's see if we get the camera glitch here. We're going to the...
I was gonna say, I can see enough of Superman here, but also it's not at 20%, so we would actually still be... Yes!
It's not most.
It's not that most. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not that far out. But yeah, if you go into the top of that Superman symbol, you can cause Superman to be extremely tiny for a very, very long period of time.
Yeah, there are a couple of missions where the camera can just, for some reason, zoom really far out, and it makes it very hard to control. And I don't remember this leg at all. This is the one that I think about the least, because then after this is the all tornadoes one, and that one's way easier to remember because it's all tornadoes.
You don't have to remember anything.
Yeah, this one's like mostly mine droppers. It's well, if Brad knows how to drop.
Yeah, if I know how to grab them. Oh, and Superman also has a weird quirk where if you throw something on the first frame or you catch it, he just sort of he just sort of wobbles and then he can't fly anymore. Also, sometimes you load out of that level like that.
The Superman with grandma.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looked a little bit like he was moonwalking while like waking up.
All right, this is one of the only random elements of the entire run. These hostages will just go whatever direction they feel like after their first hit. So you have to hope they stay close together and that they don't get so close that we accidentally punch any of the hostages.
Yeah, honestly, that one just using the hostage as an actual hostage is kind of shocking. The first instance I've ever seen of the Dark Shadows actually using the hostages.
The best,
just hostages existing.
The best I've ever seen is sometimes you hit the first one or the second one, and they just launch into the air, and you can't find them. but I guess they take fall damage because they come crashing back down and you just hear them die off screen. All right, more mine droppers. You can really tell that they put a lot of effort into these mini missions.
Yeah. Yep, all
It's
three
nice.
different kinds.
It's nice with the mine droppers too, because you just grab them and lightly toss them, and then they just give up. They don't try and like recover or anything. You just sort of like put them off of their track, and they're just like, I've through this, I'm out.
Yeah, you have to do it the right way though, because if you lightly touch them and don't grab them, then they turn around and they're really hard to find. All right. So next stop is the garage. So we're going to enter the top of the Daily Planet to go to the underground parking structure. I don't understand it either.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Oh, there's a ring. They're elusive.
This looks like a
There it is. Okay, yeah. So this is we get to help Jimmy out.
Yep.
Eventually.
Eventually.
He'll scream help.
Yep, he's right here.
He'll scream help. Help. There it is. It's very stealthy of Jimmy too. It's nice of him to make sure that anybody knows what's going on. We just keep going out of bounds. Oh, maybe. We keep going out of bounds.
There we go.
There we go.
And then the win condition for this is we have to fight Darkseid, quote unquote, and then we have to take him to the police. And the game intends for you to walk around with this just like corpse of a human being, or not even
Corpse of an alien.
Corpse of an alien. Yeah, sorry. And then you're supposed to just walk through this garage. But what they didn't account for was the fact that there's, the police are all around their own box. So you can just fly up into it. And that's it. Like, you don't have to do any of the walking around or anything.
This is actually a surprisingly functional level for this game. It actually makes you like do 2 or 3 objectives to get to the end instead of just being able to skip right to the end. So we do actually have to rescue Jimmy. We do have to defuse this bomb. Both of those are mandatory for Darkseid to show up. Oh wait, did we talk to Jimmy? I don't think we did.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Jimmy yet.
Ooh, that was almost bad. Jimmy, tell me there's a bomb.
And now we know about the bomb.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, if you defuse the bomb before talking to Jimmy, it can soft lock. I don't know. I've in my spare time been working on the tasks for this, and so we try out lots of different things, and I don't remember what all the combinations do. All right, there we go.
Now we go and find Darkseid,
who's conveniently just around the corner.
Yeah, just around the corner. We do the middle school flirting routine here. We just stare at him intensely from a distance. And hopefully, yeah, look, see, he's middle school, he's headbanging. Perfect. There it goes. Perfect.
Just the right distance that he didn't manage to challenge me to a fight. All right, and then we're going to drop him off at the police.
Drop him off with the police in the sky. There we go.
There we go.
Then there's no time to wait.
The car is parked right above, by the way.
Are we doing it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Look at how much faster the game is.
Yeah.
Look at how much faster his cape is fluttering and everything. It's perfect.
So part of the reason why I picked this leg is because since it is all the tornadoes, part of the reason why I miss tornadoes is because you can blow them out faster at 20%. So I'm used to
a lot faster.
I'm used to the timing for this at 20 and 40% than 60%.
Yeah, like
cool.
if you ever play this game and you play it at like full screen or cinema mode, and you compare it to the 20% like blowing out of tornadoes, it's almost a minute's worth of difference.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's
I love
so
this
good.
tiny little square.
Yeah, smaller than a Game Boy Color resolution.
Game Boy Color.
Everybody questioning why this happened. I don't know either. There's really no explanation. Even if you've ever like programmed games or anything, there's literally no explanation for why you would do a percentage-based screen resolution. It just doesn't make sense at all.
Also, one of my favorite things about playing at this screen size is it makes it even more noticeable that the entire time the game is rendering, there is just a line of teal pixels on the right side. They're always there. Doesn't matter what is happening.
That's the sky. The right sky.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like skybox bleed or what, but there's always just one line of tealish pixels on the right side of the screen. Oh, that was so much faster at 20%. I think the first time this was run at GDQ, they were playing at smaller resolution and they went larger for the tornadoes because they didn't think it was possible to do it at smaller. The things we've learned since then.
Yeah.
Ooh, we might get another Lex wins here.
Developments.
All right, we're good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little 20% section. We'll go back to 60% so you can see what's happening, because at this point, this is where the run picks up. This is where we finish doing mini missions, so it's just the main story missions for the rest of the game, thanks to a very specific quirk with how the N64 memory works, I guess?
No, it's specifically this game, because they just store everything globally, and so they just shove everything up. Perfect.
All right.
Pop, just go out of bounds, talk to our friend Professor Hamilton.
Yeah, poke your head up at Professor Hamilton here, too.
But not too
There
far.
we go. Go up. And we're gonna, yeah, there we go. Interact with the computer. Great. Then we're gonna try and get a nice little cutscene skip here. So
we interact with these computers, which look different than the other computer that Brad just interacted with.
So we got the skip. If we saw a submarine, it meant that we interacted with computer 3 and not computer 4, but we managed to touch computer 4 and 3 at the same time, so it plays the second cutscene and gets us even closer to the end of the level. So our only mission here was to rescue Hamilton, and we just did.
There it is. Perfect. Yeah, so now we go and fight a giant robot, but we have to convert the game to normal mode. Because if we don't, then that mission is just not available at all.
In short time, your fate will be sealed.
So to the best of our understanding, that screen that plays right there that previews the level, hold on, we'll do the easiest out of bounds first. We're out of bounds. The preview that showcases the level, we're pretty sure that loads the actual level into memory. Oop, I went the wrong way. So when that preview is loaded, then when you go to select last game, it's like, oh, what's the last level that was loaded into memory? Oh, it was the main mission, not any of the mini missions, so we'll just spit you out right there. So we get to skip all of the mini missions and just jump to the next main mission.
Beautiful. Perfectly coded game.
Perfectly coded.
Perfect. Yeah, there's no flaws. Follow the lights.
Yeah,
all the way to the other text box. Oh no,
back to the beginning of the level. So we have to get from one end of the level to the other and then back. Hopefully I find it. Oh, okay, there it is.
There it is, yeah.
Yes. Those are the only 2 triggers in this level, and that makes the final boss show up, which is the Lexo suit. Learn this.
And the Lexo suit can suplex you. So, I mean, it literally has Lex in the name, so I assume that's why it can do that.
Suplex, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. We're fighting here.
And we're fighting now, yeah.
All right, and get ready for the best cutscene in the game. This is a cutscene.
A very busy station.
Did you see the explosion? I mean, that's a busy factor.
All right. Well, I regret to inform you that our time is drawing to a close.
I cannot believe this.
So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go back to options. We're going to bump it up to Superman mode. And we're going to load last game to go back to that preview of the level, which pulls us into the real level.
Sealed, Superman.
This is easily the most involved level of the actual the whole run. Like this is probably the one that has the most steps and actual, like, you have to do all of the checklist items and everything else, as opposed to all the other boss levels where you're able to just basically either fly to the lifeless boss and just fight it. This one doesn't really have a boss. It actually has a checklist, like, set of items. The real boss is math.
The real boss is math.
That's real. That's life. That's real life.
Yeah,
While you're fighting three-legged crabs.
Oh yeah, the crabs and tanks. There's little, like, battle tanks.
Yeah, we get more battle construction vehicles.
Yeah, the tie-in. Any grandmothers in this game by chance, or?
I mean, maybe the lady who's trying to get around the cardboard box, although she's wearing like a sharp business suit, so maybe not.
Are you saying that grandmothers can't wear sharp business suits?
I think you're thinking you get a virtual reality and you're like, where are the grandmas?
All right. So we got to blow up some teleporters with barrels. I don't know. Like, I'd say that they maybe designed this level first since it's the most functional, but there's no narrative thread at all, so I don't know that that's true.
I mean, everything evolves into crabs, so I think that's the narrative thread.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, and if you take too long, just more crabs start showing up. So, as with most of the pattern-based things in this game, if you don't do it right the first time, it just becomes more and more difficult. No, get away from me. All right.
So, if anybody's... Did we explain that those are computer parts that we are harvesting?
Yeah, they're parts of a computer. I guess they're like alien CDs.
And look like... Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, apparently, so I think it's, there's like 15 of them or 12 of them, but you only actually have to collect 8 of them?
Yeah. Only specific ones advance the trigger, so the ones that don't do anything, nah, not worth it. I don't even know where they are in the level. Yeah, so if anyone out there wants to run Superman, this is the level that you're going to spend the most time learning, just because there's a lot of very specific steps to it, and they have to be done in a specific order, because you have to collect the pieces, you have to advance certain text boxes, and if you do any of them out of order, you will wind up with the wrong thing at the wrong time. So I did make an any percent tutorial if you want to learn how to do this run. Do we have? Oh, we do.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So if you want to learn how to do this run, it's actually a lot of fun because you get to break the game so much. So anyone who's like, oh, but it's a bad game. I mean, it is, but once you get used to the flight and the overall bizarre level design, it's a lot of fun. Math! There are only 2 patterns for this room, so once you learn them, it's very fast. And now we're going to show the real villain of the 90s, Y2K.
I knew it. I knew it was real.
It was only real in virtual reality, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Blast out of bounds. Try and line ourselves up a little bit here. Looking for... Ooh. Oh, okay, good. That could have been not so great.
And recently, we've also run into a case where Timmy is in this level and can get attacked by the crabs.
Yeah,
you don't really have any control over it. It just sort of happens.
Yep. All right. Out of bounds one last time. And we need to go set up a bomb to blow up Brainiac's spaceship here. I think you're supposed to do like 3 of them, but this is the last one, so it's the only one that counts.
You do the logical thing and launch laser eyes at a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Always good. You know.
And that's what helps you file your TPS reports.
Woo! So that is the end of the game.
Best end game screen. Yeah, just zooming in and out.
Yep, zooming in and out. That never goes away. It continues to happen here for the ending cutscene, which I will read in its entirety that we can see. Well done. You managed to get friends out of this nightmare. But in the real world, Lex is still there. So even though you win, the game still can't let you have a sense of satisfaction. So thank you to these lovely programmers who put together such a great game. It's given me a lot of fun times over the last couple of years as we learned how to break it apart. Hopefully I can get the task done soon. We're up to the subway level, so it's coming along nicely. Wow. Otherwise, I want to thank my commentators. I want to thank my wife for always supporting me as I do silly things like this. And I want to thank my brother because he also supports me, and he's a busy person, so he was not able to do commentary for this run. One Pint, anything from you?
Thanks for having me. Had a good time.
And Ed?
I sleep now.
I want to thank Twitch for giving me a chat so that I can roast Brad all the time. It's one of the highlights of my week is going into chat and just roasting Brad for either running this or Paper Mario or whatever he's doing. It's always a good time. You want?
Yeah, and thank you, Conception. Thank you for all the work that you've put in over the years to find and showcase awful and silly games, because sometimes you get some real gems like this.
Yeah, this is an actual gem. So yeah, I appreciate all of you staying up a little late and running this for us, especially doing it again after doing it not terribly long ago, and not terribly long ago for AGDQ as well. Just an incredible speedrun, and one that just feels like the right one to end the show on. So I appreciate you all being here and putting on this incredible showcase. Thanks again.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, everybody, I can't believe it, but this is it. This is the end of Awfully Silly. I do want to remind everybody as well that if you happen to miss out on Perilous Paths earlier, or you missed out on Awfully Silly, feel free to stick around until after the break, where we're going to air replays of these. And be sure to tune back in tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for our next round of Hotfix shows. Just on a personal note, Awfully Silly means the world to me. This kind of got, I was speedrunning and doing everything before, but Awfully Silly was like my first foray into GDQs and doing marathons more and more, and getting to do the show. And honestly, it sparked I already had a love and appreciation, obviously, for awful and silly games, but this just took it up to a huge mark, and it became kind of something I was known for, or asked about, or talked to a lot of people about. And I can't express enough about how much doing the show over the last 4 years has meant to me, how it's honestly changed my life for the better, how it's led me to a lot of friends and meeting a lot of new people, and engaging in communities I never would have otherwise, or had the opportunity to. Yeah, so just thank you to everybody who's watched over the 4 years, who's ran, who's commentated, who's watched YouTube on YouTube. It means the world to me. I'm gonna miss the show with my whole heart. I'm gonna miss doing it every week. I'm gonna miss checking out all these new and awful games, or old and awful games, or awful games from any genre or time, really. But I don't think that part of me is ever gonna die. So just wanted to say that even though Awfully Silly is ending, this community and the communities that have went into making the show what it is will live on forever, I think. And that means more to me than anybody could possibly know. So thank you all so much for making the show what it is. I just host it. I host it, and I found people who ran games that made me laugh, and I got to do that for 4+ years, and I got to also kind of end it on my own terms as well, which I think is just so special. If you enjoy Awfully Silly, all of the VODs are still on YouTube, so be sure to check them out. And this is not the end of me in GDQ as well. I'm still going, if you go to events, you'll see me there. I will be there every event, every time. So feel free to say hi to me and talk to me about awful games or Awfully Silly. That would mean a lot to me as well. So thank you for everyone. I see a lot of people in chat who have been a part of it over the years, or I just know as friends and loved ones of mine. So all of that support means a lot to me. So, I'm trying not to cry. All right. Well, let's end it here before I cry too much. But thank you for everybody who's made this what it is. I'm going to miss you all, but I will see you in chat. I'll see you at events. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody.